So, here we go.
He was filled with childish frustrations and complexes. The police are searching for James Thomas, believed to be...
Hello, hello, hello. You're listening to Midnight Movie Gang. It is currently 1:49 p.m. Night Movie Gang on Black Friday. The dailies say stay away from the stores if anyone can afford anything.
Yeah.
Not even that great deals. Like, I think I saw, I got an advertisement for Jenny's back in Ohio saying, like, Black Friday deal, buy 5 pints of ice cream, get one free.
I'm going to be honest, the deals suck this year. Like, just from what I've seen. Like, I saw the PlayStation Plus, or the PlayStation Store deals, and it's like, every game is still, like, $50 marked down. Like, this kind of, everything sucks now.
Yeah, everything's real. All the new shit is. And did I tell you? I'm surprised I didn't talk to you about this before we started recording because we were chatting for a while, folks, after we started recording. But I've been getting into retro games. I've been actually not just retro games, but like I've been getting into trying to like digitally minimize my life. Where is it? I bought a little MP3 player that looks like a Walkman.
Interesting.
It's like the form factor of a Walkman. It's really cute. It's in the other room. But also, I've replaced like scrolling on my. So whenever, at home in particular, whenever I would like just like sit and scroll on my phone, I've been having my Switch Lite on me, and I've just been like instead of scrolling on my phone, I've been playing like just some classic games on the Switch Lite. Like I'll just like play like a few rounds of Mario Kart or some Mario Kart 64, or like I'll play. I've been playing. I started a new playthrough of Zelda Minish Cap.
That's cool.
On like the Nintendo Classic Store, and I'm trying to like basically replace like mindless scrolling of like any app with just like little gaming moments like that.
Yeah, that's cool.
And I've been looking into some like emulation handhelds as well, but that's
all.
The point is like trying to do that whole thing, and part of it is because like like new games are just so, not just because they're getting so expensive. I mean that's a big part of it, but just like I don't have time for these giant games.
Yeah.
You know, like I
just want to pick
I don't have
something
the time
up and
or
put it
energy.
back down. Yeah.
Yeah. But what's it called? But yeah, no, just that's why people are so attached to the pet. We're in the nostalgia business. Which, speaking of which, folks at home, if this is your first episode watching, which I guess this could reasonably believe, if you're like, oh, Planet of the Apes, that sounds like a fun one. Which folks today, that's what we're going to be talking about. This is a show where we talk about lesser known films, cult classics, cult cinema, which within the last few days I've gotten a much more structured idea of what cult cinema really is. Because like I was telling you, Joseph, so I used to love documentaries in general. I used to be way more of a documentary guy. But over the last few years I just like haven't like participate as much in it, but I was just looking on Tubi, and Tubi has so many good like movie nerd documentaries, and I've been watching this series. One second, I want to sign into my Tubi account.
They got Freebirds over there on Tubi. Whoa!
Oh my God, they got everything. And I've been watching this. There's this 3-part documentary series on Tubi called. It's called Time Warp. The greatest cult films of all time. It's a 3-part series. Cool. Part 1 is Volume 1 Midnight Madness, and they just talk about like midnight cult films. Talk about Rocky Horror Picture. Actually, it says all the movies right here.
Hence the title.
Yeah. They talk about Eraserhead.
That's
you
cool.
can see the names.
Is it just like kind of just general behind the scenes and like the cultural impact and stuff like that?
They get like so many celebrities up in here. Like Jeff Goldblum is in like a lot of these ones. They get people who worked on the movie, and then they also get like just other nerd centric celebrities who like
sick.
to get their like 2 cents. And as far as for me, it's perfect. And I watch it at the perfect time too, because like over these we've been on vacation. You know, it's holiday times. We've been chilling. The energy's been low, and like I've just been staying up real late watching these like Tubi documentaries about like cool, and they have like a lot of other really cool like movies about making movies ones. Part 2 is the one you're gonna want to watch. Volume 2, Time Warp Volume 2 is about horror and sci-fi.
That's cool. Night of the Living Dead.
Talking about all those movies right there.
That's sick. Blade Runner.
Yeah. So folks at home definitely can recommend. Go to Tubi, check out these Time Warp documentaries. And like I said, they have like a bunch of really good 1 second. Let me see if I can
We
find.
always stand behind Tubi, even though I always complain about Tubi.
Well, my main thing that I've been complaining about, like, oh, these are just random documents, but they have so much.
They just have
when it comes to like
they have
when it comes
the
to
biggest library of like shit that you would never expect.
yeah, there's a documentary here called Robin's Wish. But like my thing is like when it comes to like like cinematic films, like movies that are telling us like not documentaries, I can't handle ads because it just takes me out of the experience.
I can't
versus
deal with it. Yeah.
Versus like I don't mind it. I don't mind ads nearly as much with documentaries.
Yeah.
And I think a part of that too is because like when I was, yeah, there's a level of detachment. There's a level of like I'm more here for like it's. I think of it more like like a YouTube video essay or something.
Is there like a Tubi without ads option?
Nope, Tubi is ads only.
Damn.
There's no. It's only free. It's only tiered.
They really don't want me to use it. That's crazy.
Yeah. Oh, also, all of Twilight Zone is on Tubi.
Oh, that's damn.
Yeah. There's a lot of shit. There's also and I wait 1 second. I want to show you. There's Tubi originals.
What?
Yes, there's Tubi original content. I gotta show you.
Is it good?
I don't know. I saw an ad for this. There's this a series called Sidelined. It's like a rom-com series.
I've seen this.
I saw the ad for it. I'm like, this looks like an actual movie.
Tubi original.
R.L. Stein's. Oh yeah, there've been some R.L. Stein adaptations.
Insane.
Pumpkinhead. These are all Tubi original. All Tubi originals right here. There's like a lot of President Down.
It's insane. But honestly, at this point, I'm ready to just because I honestly I got so pissed the other day. I don't know if you've ever heard of a show called Joe Pera Talks with You, but we love that show. We've watched it a million times, and then we go to search for it again, and it got removed from HBO Max, like at the beginning of this month, which is happening honestly to a lot. I'm gonna get on my soapbox for a second. It's happening to a lot of stuff. Like
this is where we talk about it, man. This is like what we always say when the streaming services are failing.
Yeah, We've hit the point, like this has always been the plan with these streaming services, is they get you hooked on them. They start with a super low price with a bunch of content. It's a really good deal when they start. And then once they've disrupted the industry and everyone's moving away from cable, now it's time to jack up the prices and lose a bunch of titles to like save their margins even more. It just makes you want to cut the cord entirely and just not do any. Because the problem is like I want to say like 100% of the movies that we've watched for this show I've had to rent on YouTube because they're not available on any of like the 3 streaming services I have. We're at the point now where the trap is closing on the consumer, and now we don't really have any other options. Except for physical media.
Yeah, exactly. That's why physical media.
But dude, that show that I'm so pissed about doesn't have a physical release, and now the only option is to watch it on like Adult Swim's app with ads. It's like, what am I paying for?
That's a tough thing with new content too. Is that a lot of new content doesn't have physical release, or like a lot of even larger movies with new physical releases are like they are pretty shitty physical release. Like I mentioned, like I got The Long Walk on Blu-ray recently. There's like one little 10-minute behind the scenes featurette, and that is all that's on there.
That's crazy.
For special features. You know what else is I've noticed is kind of a thing too? Blu-ray DVD combo pack or 4K Blu-ray combo, or like you will get 2 different, the higher format, the lower format. That's not even a thing anymore. Now it's like, nope, you're just getting the 4K disc, you're just getting the Blu-ray disc.
Yeah, no, they've stripped it back. Yeah. No, I will say I don't have a lot of physical media, but I might have caught the bug with this Blade Runner collector's edition because I just think it's so cool having 5 discs with like all these different versions and all this like a full documentary series on there.
I will say to folks at home who speaking of which, speaking of physical, actually I was going to talk to you about this before the show too, but honestly I'm gonna be talking about it here anyway. But Blossom Video, which we mentioned before, we're starting it off with so folks at home. We haven't even gotten to Planet of the Apes yet. This is no longer a Planet of the Apes show. We'll get there. But long story short is that I've been working on starting my own video library here, and in Vermont. My own new age video store, video library thing. You can look at examples. We love video, beyond video. I'm not going to explain exactly how it's going to work, but I'm working on that.
Sick.
And I've had this really great collaborator who's going to be on the show at some point. His name is Zach Sheffer. He runs this group here called the Franklin County Film Club here in Vermont, and he's got like a lot of like collections, and he's been helping me a lot, really making this a reality, and like been working on it with me. And he has a little newsstand box, like a little and that originally him and the other film club people got as like a free block. They were gonna make like a free Blockbuster kind of deal with it.
Yeah.
But we're gonna use it as a way to start Blossom Video. So like how, long story short is like, I'm going to have a lock on this box with like a key code, and only people who sign up for the service can access it, and they can rent movies from it. And like, we have a small local movie theater here that Zach knows the manager really well. And we're basically going to try to get that kiosk in this movie theater library, movie theater lobby.
That's so cool.
And that's how we're going to try to start it, which
it's a perfect location.
Perfect location. It's not, how do I put it? This is not the first time I heard this idea of like starting with like a little box or something and like making it something like that. And initially when I heard that idea, I'm like, no, but I want my cool video store.
Yeah, I want my shelves. I want my aisles.
I want my, but the more and more I'm like, yeah, but this is like a really smart way to, there's a lot of reasons why it's a smart way to get it done. We can start making money for it right away. That can go right back into the project.
And honestly, anyone who's attracted to going to a place like that is going to probably leave with something.
Exactly.
Like,
and also like a nice thing as far as like, I'm going to make it very clear that like this box is like, there is a goal to this. This is only like a step towards a goal, so yeah, folks at home, if you live in anywhere in northern Vermont, I guess, look forward to Blossom Video. You're going to hear more about it. I've been working on a lot of stuff with it, getting the social media ready. It's coming.
Sick.
Big things are coming.
We got a logo.
But yeah, got a logo. Joseph's wonderful, beautiful logo, which everybody loves.
Thank you. People like it.
Y'all are gonna see it soon.
Sick.
But the reason I bring it up is like, yeah, as far as physical media, something that I think I know how you feel about like DVD compression kind of thing, but like a lot of DVDs like still look just as good, if not better, than streaming, in that like they have a consistent bit rate. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I also think that DVDs are always going to sound better than streaming audio.
You think so?
Yeah, no, 100%, because like those what's it called? The compression and bit rates they do for sound over streaming is way more extreme than what they do for video. And when it comes to like DVDs, so like a lot of DVDs still have like really well made, like, uncompressed like audio files that like I'm not explaining it well. Like I think the point I'm trying to make is that folks at home, if you're just trying to get into physical media like recently, I'm trying to say like DVDs are a great place to start, because right now DVDs are like the bottom of the barrel, like most common, cheapest thing you can get.
Yeah.
And
once you got them, you got them.
Once you got them, exactly. It's like, here's the thing, like especially when it comes to, you were talking about, if it's like older films that you love, or TV shows are the biggest thing. I think TV shows lend themselves to DVDs really well, where it's like the the visual fidelity is not as huge a part of it.
Yeah.
Then like DVDs are great. Like we're trying to collect like a couple shows on DVD. Courtney really wants The Office on DVD.
Yeah.
I really want Community on DVD. But yeah, no, like that, or piracy,
yeah,
is are the ways. And
do you own a hard drive?
Yeah, do you own a hard drive? The Plex servers? That's what it is. But yeah, point is, what's trying to say, and it's like, in a certain way, honestly, I'm kind of happy that all the streaming services are falling.
Yeah. Like
I mentioned to you before the show started, like I got an MP3 player again because I'm trying to get off of the streaming services there, because sorry, my brain is going all sorts of places. One last thing I do want to start talking about the movies. But one last little thing I want to say is that even movies that aren't removed from streaming services altogether, in movies and TV shows, because they're on these digital platforms, these companies have the ability to edit and change shit. And I was watching a movie on Disney Plus recently where I noticed that there was a change.
Oh, really?
I was like, wait a minute, this doesn't, something's wrong. And long story short, the Even Stevens movie, one of the funniest children's films of all time. I had on in the background while I was cooking, and there's like a little montage scene where, like, long story short, the Stevens family, they're on an island, they're on vacation, and there's kind of like, and I remember I've watched this movie dozens of times as a kid. There's like a Sugar Ray song or something that plays over this montage sequence. And I remember the lyrics to it. It's like dippa 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 summertime. It's like how the song goes.
Yeah.
And I'm watching this scene, and like and I know for a fact that this song is over this scene, and I'm watching it on Disney Plus. And I'm listening. I'm like, where's the song? And like I'm really listening to it. It's like, this just sounds like some generic. And I was really listening to it, and like, it's like some generic stock free, like you'd pull from YouTube, like island party music. And I remember specifically the ad break. There's like the line like summertime hits right on this ad break as Shia LaBeouf falls into the water.
Right.
And I'm watching it go, and that doesn't happen. I'm like, okay, so like they probably didn't want to pay.
They changed it for rights purposes. That drives me insane.
They definitely didn't want to like pay for the rights to that song, and like they didn't want to pay Sugar Ray the fucking like 10 cents or whatever, like that he probably gets like a year for the Even Stevens movie.
Is it not kind of weird? Like, I guess I don't understand like rights or whatever, like song rights. But don't you, when you license a song for a property, don't you just have it attached to that property? Like, don't you own the rights to use it in that movie for whatever like releases or whatever? I
mean, I think it depends on the deal.
Like, you're not renting it usually, right?
I mean, I think it depends on the deal. Like, I think it's a thing where it's like like if you're paying for a license to use a song in a movie, yeah, I think it is the thing where it's like, if you know, Sugar Ray still gets a piece of whatever new revenue that
Sugar Ray always gets his fucking piece.
I don't even know if it's a Sugar Ray song. It sounded like a Sugar Ray song in my head. But and what's even crazier about it is that like nowhere on the description of the movie or like when the movie starts, there's nothing like, even if I get a thing like this movie has been altered for like new age or whatever, like elements may have been removed due to, like, there's no warning. We don't even know.
No, they just change shit.
Like,
they just move shit around.
The art is just being changed for the sake of like being changed, and it's fucked up.
That actually drives me kind of insane that they do that.
Yeah, no, and it's crazy because I caught it too, and I remember another time I caught it was what is it? I was trying to listen to, this is a few years ago. A lot of there's been a lot of movie soundtracks removed from Spotify in particular, and I remember a few years ago I was trying to listen to the La Bamba movie soundtrack, and there's a specific version of the song La Bamba from the movie that I wanted to hear, and like the whole soundtrack was just not on Spotify anymore.
I've experienced that too.
Yeah,
it's insane. It's so frustrating.
Yep. So
yeah, I might be converting to physical.
Yeah, no, and like I say, I think it's a fair time for the lower fidelity formats. Like I've been getting really into I don't have it here, but like I've been making a couple of like cassettes of some of my favorite albums and stuff. You know, so this was always part of the plan for streaming services. Now it's just they're just springing the trap. Like it's now time to become as openly hostile as they have been in private toward the consumer, because now we don't have an option, but we do. I've actually had a couple people reach out to me to make them some custom VHS tapes of like like my buddy Kwawi wants me to make some tapes of his favorite anime that he could have. Yeah, because he's like, yeah, you can't, like, he's like the DVDs are actually too expensive, so like, but if you can put them on VHS for me,
that's sick.
I don't know. I want to get a Blu-ray burner soon so I can like get in there too. But let's talk about the movies.
We got monkeys to talk about.
We got monkeys to talk about. Fucking making a monkey out of me. We're talking about
Get your goddamn hands out of my pockets, you damn dirty streaming companies.
You damn dirty Disney. Which I hate. These are Fox properties, so now they are owned by Disney. So
we're going to be saying that a lot for every episode moving forward.
So this really didn't spun out of nowhere. Just last episode we were talking about what should we talk about next, and it seemed like talking about the Planet of the Apes franchise would be really fun, and I think that it is going to be fun because these movies are kind of fucking crazy, all of them. There's 9 movies. they're weird, and they're weird for different reasons. The span of eras too is really interesting.
They got Tim Burton to make one.
The lore is interesting. The behind the scenes on a lot of them are really interesting. Like I think there's a lot to talk about with these movies.
I'm completely ignorant about the behind the scenes, so I get to learn with the audience.
Yeah. So no, it's gonna be a fun little ride. But in particular, so we're gonna cover all of them over the next few episodes. But today, I thought a good place to start would be, I think, the original 1968 film, because I don't want to talk about this movie in context with its 70s sequels, because I think this very much stands on its own versus the, like, if you just want to, long story short, folks, if you just want to watch this first movie and the Tim Burton movie and then don't watch any of the other ones, you're going to be fine.
You're fine, yeah.
As far as, like, these two very much are, like, their own kind of thing. Honestly,
not to give too much of the ghost away, but I think you're just fine watching this first one.
Oh, yeah, no, you don't need to see the Tim Burton. I think the 1968, I have a lot to say when it comes to the original, but, like, the original, long story short, stands on its own as, like, there's a reason why it's, you know, it's just a solid movie by itself.
It's great. Yeah.
Like, it's a great size. It is a great long Twilight Zone episode.
Yeah, it's very, like, is this based on a novel?
It is. It is based on a French novel.
Very, very obviously based on a novel. Like it feels like I just read that Philip K. Dick book that Blade Runner's based on. It's like the exact same vibes.
Yeah, the same kind of like old school.
Yeah, like it's sci-fi.
50s, 60s sci-fi.
Like all the dudes are kind of assholes.
In the UK, the book was released as Monkey Planet.
That's how they should have kept it like that.
Is what it should have been. Yeah.
Rise of the Monkey Planet.
Rise of the Dawn of the Monkey
War
Planet.
for the Monkey Planet.
War for the Monkey Planet.
We could live in that timeline. What the hell?
Monkey Planet is the asylum version of Planet of the Apes.
That's true.
Yeah, but based off of a French novel of the same name, La Planète des Singes.
Des Monkeys.
Yep, which they changed a lot. And there are some elements, funnily enough, there are some elements of the 2001 Tim Burton Planet of the Apes that they kind of went back and did a little bit of a, like, let's make this a little bit more accurate to the book.
I can totally get that vibe for sure. Like, in 1968, it probably would have been a little weird to have everyone kind of swinging from trees and shit. Kind of a little impractical to, like, figure out how to...
Oh, no, some of it was the technology.
Crazy demon Tim Roth ape.
Some of it was also definitely the sensibility of the audience as far as, like, we're going to get into it, but long story short, so when this movie was being produced, like, the studio, Fox initially thought that the concept was going to be too silly for audiences to accept. Like, people aren't going to watch, like, people in monkey suits.
And it is silly, but you do accept it.
Yeah.
That goes for all of these movies, honestly. Like, even, like, I always, with all these movies, including the new ones, I always have a moment where I'm like, what the fuck am I even, like, these are monkeys I'm watching. Having, like, these, like, emotional moments with each other.
Yeah.
But it works because it commits.
It works because it commits. All versions commit in different ways. And I think when it comes to the original saga, like the original era, the first movie and its sequels, I think a lot of it comes to the fact that, like, yes, the people are in monkey suits, but I think the two things that help is that, one, especially for the time, like, even outside the context of time, I think the actual practical effects in the monkey suits and makeup are fantastic.
I think the makeup is sweet. I totally buy like the way that they can still, like, express and move their faces.
Yeah,
and
no,
their
there's
lips touch.
these old suits and masks and makeup, like, are designed extremely well. It's award-winning makeup. I think, like, they won several awards for, like, the makeup in particular. I think the performances of the actors in there, like, they're mostly human in these original. Like, it's mostly it's
Star Trek rules. It's basically just a Star Trek planet.
Yeah, they are a Star Trek alien almost. Like, it's like they hunch a little. Every once in a while, when they get excited, they'll do, like, a little bit of, like, a monkey.
They're a lot more ape-like in the Tim Burton one.
Oh, 100%. To the point where it's like, that's kind of what people talk about, like, with the Tim Burton one era. They're acting like how people in the 60s thought the ape people were going to act.
See, I actually prefer it. I prefer that they're, like...
being more monkey?
Well, that they're not just reskinned humans, you know? Like, they have their own completely different culture that you have to like kind of learn throughout the movie. I think that's a highlight of the 90s one or the 2001 one.
Rock and roll. Well, okay. That interesting that you said. I how do I put it?
You disagree?
I think the balance is kind of off, but we'll get to it. I want to talk more.
I don't like it, but that to me is like one of the parts that I do like.
Well, specifically talking about the original Planet of the Apes, like, this was your first time seeing both of these?
Yeah, it might as well be. I think I saw them when I was very young, so.
Okay, yeah. So, like, what's your, going into Planet of the Apes, going into this first one, what do you think? Do you remember your first exposure to the franchise in general? Like, what were you, was it how you expected this first film? Like, just tell me your thoughts on it.
I vaguely remember as a child, we had both of these, or at least we definitely had the Tim Burton one on VHS, and then we had, like, the other one was just on, like, Turner Classic Movies or something sometimes. Mm-hmm. And I never really, like, paid any attention to either of them. But I've seen the new ones. I've seen all the new ones pretty much as they came out in theaters, weirdly enough. I don't know how I've seen all of them in the theater.
You know what's weird? I think a part of it's, like, the new ones all came out so far. Like, all of them were at least 3 years apart.
I feel like an event.
Exactly. Every time a new one came out, you're like, "Oh, there's a new Planet of the Apes." Sick.
Yeah,
like, they give you enough time. They gave you just enough time. Movies used to be like that, where it's like sequels. You'd have enough time to like be able to build up your anticipation for the new one.
Yeah.
You know,
now we have the new 28 Years Later coming out like 6 months after the first one.
Exactly. If there was like a Planet of the Apes movie that was coming out like a year after Kingdom, you'd be like, "Oh, another goddamn monkey movie."
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You know?
Exactly. Yeah, but I liked you know, I knew the cultural like significant moments of the original one. Like it.
Yeah.
It's
got some pretty iconic.
Yeah, it's a pretty iconic movie overall. But I didn't really know much about the Tim Burton one aside from there's Helena Bonham Carter Ape, and there's Michael Clark Duncan Ape. I didn't.
Paul Giamatti Ape is my favorite.
Paul Giamatti. You know what? That's what it was. I always remember the 90s one as the Paul Giamatti Planet of the Apes because I love Paul Giamatti so much. He's the best part.
Yeah, he's really funny.
He's always good in everything. Yeah, and I did not remember Tim Roth being a demon.
He's scary. When I was a kid, I was scared of General Fate.
He is so we'll get to it, but he's on such a different level from everyone else. Yeah. He's like in a different movie from everyone else in that movie.
100%.
But yeah, no. So I went into I guess I always associated the original Planet of the Apes being like kind of corny and like outdated. But I think if I had watched this in my early 20s, I probably would have thought that. But I actually really enjoyed it this time. Even the parts that are corny and made me laugh. But most of the time, it just felt like I was reading an interesting sci-fi book or like a Star Trek spinoff or something. Like it's that very specific 60s flavor of sci-fi where it's like, we will now discuss, like we must now have a hearing, a long protracted hearing where we discuss the humanity of like what is religious fervor in the way of scientific progress. Like I like that in sci-fi.
It's very Star Trek.
That is nowhere in the newer one.
I was waiting for Ape Jean-Luc Picard to roll in and like defend Taylor's ape-manity or whatever.
Yeah, it's interesting. Yeah, exactly. It fits right in with Star Trek, which is funny because I don't know anything about the 70s sequels. But the franchise, as of right now, is just another action franchise. It's funny that it's based on like a hard sci-fi, like philosophical, like introspective story, and now it's just like it's a movie about where monkeys take over the world.
Yeah, it's definitely gotten a lot simpler. Mm-hmm. It's definitely like
you can see that in the Tim Burton one too, where it's just kind of an action story now.
Yeah, but yeah, speaking on my history with these ones, yeah, I think. So we had the Tim Burton one on DVD. My mom liked it, and I remember I wasn't huge on it. General Fate scared me. I thought as a kid, like it was never one that I like rewatched, the Tim Burton one. But then I remember, I forget when I saw the original. I think it was like on cable or something, and I wanted to check out the original, and I forget exactly how old I was, but it was the first like older movie that I watched. Mm-hmm. And was like, oh, older movies aren't all boring.
No, yeah.
Like this movie actually did erase my older movie bias because I think it has a lot going for it that helps it stand up. Like one, I think it's paced great.
Yeah.
For like a 1968
Oh,
film. Like,
I was in it the whole time. Yeah.
I think the only part, I don't even want to say that drags, but the only like really slower part is when they're wandering through the desert for a minute. But even then, that wandering through the desert bit, there is some tension because they're like, we only have like 3 days of water. You know, like we don't know like where we're gonna end up. But like after that though, as soon as like basically after that the movie moves because like they meet the proto-humans, then they all get taken, and then the movie just like just doesn't stop from there. Like it's a really nicely put together story that like keeps every scene really leads into the other. And I think it's almost like I said, like as far as like for an older film, I think it has like a really nice pace. I think helps it a lot. I think
it's
that
also just a really good looking movie, which I also wasn't expecting.
Yeah, no, like you the production design is wonderful.
Panavision, beautiful colors.
Oh yeah, the colors are great.
And
and then honestly, like we're gonna talk about it, but like Charlton Heston, fucking
what a dick.
What a dick. But
in real life and in the movie.
Yeah, but I think Taylor is a really good protagonist, like a wonderful protagonist to follow.
Yeah, he's perfect for this situation because he's got such a low tolerance for bullshit from the very first second.
Yeah, like Taylor, I think he's an interesting character. Charlton Heston just has like a nice voice.
Yeah, he does.
Like, hey, Avery.
He says hi.
Hi, Elsie.
Yeah. Even just like I remember when I was a kid, like I was just gripped by like the opening scene where he's sitting on the spaceship smoking in space already.
Yeah. Did you get? So I don't know how you watched this. Did you stream it somewhere? Or?
I have the DVD box set, Joseph.
Damn, I rented this on YouTube like I have to do with everything. So before this starts. I've never seen this before. Before the Fox logo even shows up, there's just a black screen with white text that says depictions of tobacco use. And then that goes away and then the movie starts. Like, people die in this movie, but, like, I guess that's the part we needed the warning for.
Exactly, and people get fucking traumatic brain surgery.
Yeah.
There's threatened of, like, fucking
castration. A couple times. That's one of those things that's, like, I can't really describe how, but that feels like it's from a book. And so does them wandering in the desert. So does this tribunal. Yeah. Yeah. Much just feels like I'm reading a novel.
Yeah, just very old school, just good old school sci-fi shit.
Yeah.
But yeah, no. I like how Taylor. We're skipping around a little bit, but like I forgot that once they escape, like once they like what's her name? The nephew breaks them out of ape jail, and like he meets up with Cornelius and stuff. And he takes the gun, and he's like, "I ain't getting captured again."
Yeah, just so you know, you're not my boss.
Exactly. Immediately, he's like, "We ain't doing this." Like
It's like I'm with you, but I'm not here working for you.
Exactly. And he's always he just like, how do I put it? He's just, I know he's a dick, but
he's the right kind of asshole for this situation.
He's a man.
Yeah, he is. Yeah. My teeth are yellow and crooked from tobacco use.
Yeah, he's also funny. I like his initial little discussions on humanity with Landon in the first 30 minutes.
Yeah,
where like he's like, "Yep, there's a statue of you on Earth right now, probably covered in moss by now." But
he's just shitting on him the whole time, and he's like, "Dude, will you stop?" And he just keeps going.
Yeah, no, he's such a dick.
Yeah, I imagine you joined out of some sense of self-importance for
he's just. Stuart, now that was a lovely girl.
Yeah, we can talk about women in this story. Like that's another way. This is a very specifically '60s sci-fi novel feeling.
It is definitely a thing where it's like the way the female characters are treated is
I like her. She can't talk.
There are 3 women in this movie. There are 3 female characters in this movie. Only one of which. Who is not the human has dialogue. Who is not human has dialogue.
Yep.
One of the other women.
One dies before she wakes up.
and her whole purpose was literally to read. And they say,
"Yeah, dude, she's a scientist." But he's like, "Yeah, we were all gonna impregnate her, and that she was gonna be the new Eve.
She was gonna be the new Eve with our hot and eager help, of course."
Yeah, exactly. Like what?
Like her whole purpose was to to repopulate.
It's really funny because she dies and. what's his name? The other.
It's Dodge is the black guy.
Yeah.
It's Dodge, Landon, and Taylor.
I think Dodge is like, well, you don't seem too fucking broken up about it, and he's like, she died like 100 years ago. Who cares? Like,
who cares? Whatever. We're in space. Fuck it.
Yeah, exactly. He just doesn't care.
That's Charlton Heston's like whole thing. It's like he really just takes everything immediately in front of him.
Don't
whatever.
care. Yeah.
Whatever. Deal with it. We're gonna survive.
He does that in the right way, and Mark Wahlberg does that in the wrong way.
In a month, we'll be running this place.
Yeah, exactly.
I was like, how do you?
It's like, what are you talking about? This is great. They're all idiots.
This is wonderful. Yeah. I also like how we're really just going around. When they find the waterfall, they all just get naked with no hesitation.
Immediately, yeah.
Fucking bare.
Because they've been walking in the desert and they're so low on water.
Yeah. Yeah, we're kind of like getting into the plot there. So yeah, the main character, his name is Lieutenant Taylor. I don't know if he has
a spaceship.
He's smoking in a spaceship. In the movie, it opens up with it. And I remember as a kid too, just being like, I'm a sucker just for like the philosophical conversations. Mm-hmm. Like he's sitting there in space. The rest of his crew is in cryo.
He's just monologuing.
He's monologuing. A part of it is he explains to the audience what's going on. Is like they're on this spaceship that is like they're going to colonize another planet, but they're also part of it is they're studying the effects of like time dilation. Mm-hmm. So, which, you know, if you're a sci-fi, if you're listening to this, you're a sci-fi person.
You ever seen Interstellar?
You've seen Interstellar. Basically, that like because they're traveling near the speed of light, their position in time or whatever is going slower than outside the ship.
Clock and a
they got an Earth clock and a
clock.
spaceship.
Yeah.
Exactly, spaceship clock, local time, and it's been like fucking 300 years on Earth. And even though it's been like a few weeks up in space,
yeah.
And Charlton Heston smoking a cigarette, and he's giving his like final log, talking about it like, you know, out here space bends, it squashes a man's ego.
Yeah.
While he's smoking a cigarette, and I'm sitting there hitting my pen like, yeah, man.
Yeah, you're so right, Charlton. By the way, this ship looks sick. I kind of want to see a version of Alien that looks like this.
Oh, 60s Alien.
Yeah, like
that'd be cool.
This. I like the cryopods have just kind of like this flat glass door.
Yeah. And
they're just like these triangular pods, and there's just kind of like soundproof foam on the walls. I don't know.
Alien is a Star Trek episode. I mean, that's kind of dark. That's Dark Star.
Yeah.
Essentially. Although, you know, it'd be funny though. It's all of the aesthetic looks like the Star Trek like cardboard spaceship thing, but the alien is still H.R. Giger's alien. Like,
what the fuck?
Like the rest of it looks like a 60s TV show.
It looks even more out of place. That's great.
Yeah. Well, I think it'd be funny. Maybe you could like switch up, like all the lights go off, and then it's like, oh no, shit's serious. Yeah. Actually, that's actually not a bad idea. Like a movie, you think it starts off as like a goofy, like old school sci-fi adventure, and then it turns into Alien.
It gets like way too real. Yes.
It gets way too real.
The newborn comes out.
Yeah, the newborn comes out. That actually reminds me of there's a TV show that's kind of like that, where it's like half of it's so it's about a married couple. I forget what the show's called, and I'm gonna send you the trailer afterwards because it's kind of exactly what we're talking about.
Okay.
It's about this married couple. The man in the couple, from his perspective, the show is like a sitcom, like straight up like an old school,
I've seen
like
that.
Laughing on a sitcom, and then
from her
perspective,
it's something someone can go fuck himself or something like that.
Kevin can go fuck himself. I think it's called.
Yeah.
And then from her perspective, when we're from her POV, it's like a single camera like drama.
Yeah, because she's
because like she's not happy, and like the relationship is clearly toxic.
He's a piece of shit. Yeah,
he's a piece of shit.
I've
and it's
seen
like
that. Yeah.
So what if you did this thing like this, where it's like we have a goofy sci-fi movie, and then all of a sudden the same thing, it just turns into
it takes a real turn toward horror all of a sudden, and everyone's really out of their element. That's great. No, I love all the production design in this movie. To be honest, I thought I was gonna think it was corny and like dated, but honestly, like
they're in these big desert locations.
They live in Flintstones world a little bit. Like all the ape architecture is just kind of Ape Cities is it's Flintstones houses.
It's memorable though.
Yeah, I like how there's no straight lines. Like very deliberately, everything is kind of like, even the cages have like interesting detail. Everything, all the production design, it wouldn't feel out of place in like a modern movie. I don't think.
All the symbols and language, their clothing. I think their clothing looks really cool.
There's a door I think is sick.
Yeah. There's a lot of there's a little bit of, I think, like a Mayan, like some indigenous type of like a combination of like maybe some like And I think a lot of it too is because I remember I was listening to a behind the scenes thing. A lot of it was based off this thing of like, okay, thinking about like where apes come from. They live in like these warmer climate areas, like they're coming out of caves and stuff, like, and basing a lot of the architecture on like where would that naturally evolve to and stuff. And like we've been saying, for a movie that came out in the 60s, that and like there's a lot of the technical elements really hold up well.
Yeah, no. And all the wardrobe is great too.
Yeah.
I mean, Charlton Heston's naked for like most of this movie.
He is. He's naked, beaten, whipped, hosed down.
Yep. You see his ass like 13 times.
Exactly. And it's like, yes, the like civil rights. when you see it done onto a white man.
Yeah. That's the thing. The biggest difference, I think, the biggest hindrance. This movie is a lot more interesting philosophically, obviously, because it's not like an action movie. They don't in the 2001 one. I don't think they want you to think too hard. But
no, they don't want you to think about it.
Yeah, but this one's because for all intents and purposes, the humans in this, like, it's just a role reversal. The humans in this movie are basically apes. Like they're very animalistic. They clearly don't have like the same brain power that we have.
Yeah.
Like I think about the one that's like reaching out through the cage, looking for food, and then it gets it, and then it reaches out again.
Yeah, they behave literally like animals.
Yeah,
it is like a swap.
Yeah, and so that's it's way more interesting because it's like, well, this is pretty much how we treat animals, like pretty much 1-to-1 how humanity treats animals. So it's like, can we even really like blame them? But then in the 2001 one, it's like, oh, well, they're just racist.
The 2001 one is more just like,
it's just a racist society. Yeah,
because they're
clearly in the wrong.
Exactly. Excuse me. The humans can like very clearly speak.
They're just another. They're just like you can communicate with them. They're using them as like house servants as a shit.
Yeah.
It's a lot more clear cut. There's a lot less to think about.
Yeah. No, absolutely. A lot more. And I mean, I think a part of it too is like it adds to the what's it called? The original movie's having this more philosophical conversations about like how we treat animals and how we treat, and it's that same thing.
And like and there's a whole thing with like religion repressing scientific advancement.
True. Yeah. No. There isn't really nearly. They don't harp on the religious
shit
stuff
like that in the new one.
In the Tim, I mean, there's some light stuff like Seamos, the original ape, but this one, that's true.
I kind of wish this series still had like this kind of hard sci-fi edge, or like instead. But it started with the. I don't know if the sequels are like that at all.
I haven't seen Kingdom yet.
Yeah.
So I don't know where it goes.
Oh well, I have, and it doesn't. It's just another action story.
I don't want to spoil the
70s sequels.
I don't want to spoil those ones. They go in way different directions.
All right, we'll talk about those when we get to them.
Way different. There's going to be different shit to talk about with those.
I'm pumped for that.
Yeah, but no, we've been talking about so back to the story a little bit. Yeah, they're wandering through the desert for a while. We talked a little bit about this. I think this is the thing where it's like I talk about this is the quote unquote slowest part of the movie. I think when I was a kid, this is the one where it's like I want to get to the monkeys, but on this rewatch, like this sequence is like these three guys kind of talking about like kind of what's going on. Like so, their ship crashed. Something went wrong with their ship. It's
an alien planet that looks exactly like Earth, but that wasn't a big deal back then because every alien planet looked just like Earth on TV.
Exactly. Like we didn't have the brain power to like, it's just a desert. Something wrong with their ship. They're supposed to be 300 years in the future, but now they're fucking like thousands of years in the future.
Yeah.
They all grew beards in their cryopods.
They all grew modest beards.
Except
the woman is now a mummy.
she's a mummy. Something went wrong. I think Taylor says like she drowned or whatever. Yeah. Like her pod like fucked up the most.
Yeah,
or whatever.
There was like an air leak or something.
Yeah. So it's these three dudes in the desert. Like I said, Taylor's just talking shit the whole time.
Yeah, he's just being an asshole for no reason.
He's kind of like what's it called? Giving Landon a bunch of shit for being the kind of like, because like we learn a lot about it just from like Taylor's analysis of him, but like Landon is just like the kind of guy who's like doing this for the glory type deal, like doing it like not necessarily for his own.
Curious.
You're not curious. You just wanted to be a hero or whatever.
Me, I've always wondered if there's something else out there.
There has to be something better than man.
And it's like, dude, we're trying to survive on an alien planet. You're just giving me shit for why I'm here.
Yeah. Definitely. Fucking Taylor is like that like really egotistical like college professor.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Type of thing he's given. But so they're out there. They're looking. They only have a few days of supplies. They find the waterfall. They get naked in the waterfall. They run across all these proto-humans.
Yeah, they steal their clothes.
The proto-humans steal their clothes, which is like another element of like, which good thing to write in there as far as like wouldn't the apes be more curious about these like weird clothes, but because they got stolen and torn up. There you go.
Yeah, they're eating crops. And then it's like a really scary scene of like the apes show up like out of nowhere, and you're like,
don't
what
see
the
them
fuck?
at first.
They have guns, like they're fucking these people up.
And they got guns, horses, and long sticks.
Like it's like Blood Meridian. Like they're all like hung upside down and like in piles, and they're like getting their photo taken with like this big pile of humans.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no,
with
it is
this
like
old timey powder flash camera.
Yeah, they're on the hunt, on the safari, and the reveal of the apes is really, I think, is like really well done, because you don't see who it is at first. You know, it's a threat at first. Mm-hmm. The drums are kicking. Oh, that's another thing. The score in all the Planet of the Apes movies have always been hype.
Yeah,
lots of drums.
This is very jazzy in a weird way.
Yeah. I think a part of that's the era too, just like with a lot of like brass instrumentation. It's like brass and drums. It's really I always remember the what's it called, like the reveal of the apes when like you see his face for the first time, and they show you all the apes, and the music is just like you know,
it's the second what the fuck moment.
Exactly. It's really well done. No matter what, I don't know, it does a good job of like getting me hyped, you know.
Yeah, it is funny. Like they come across the proto-humans eating the corn. Yeah, and that's when Charlton Heston's like, we'll be running this place in 2 weeks. Look at these morons. We're the best ones here.
and then something better than man.
And then the black guy dies.
Yeah, but then Landon dies because he has to die first. He gets shot, or not Dodge.
Yeah.
Dodge.
Gets shot in the back of the neck.
Shot in the back of the neck. Landon gets taken off screen, and Taylor gets shot in the neck, which is leads into our next session. Dr. Zira, I was trying to remember the character's name. Where basically, so Taylor and all these other humans, they get rounded up and brought to this lab.
Mm-hmm.
What's it called? He's shut in there and captured. Taylor is taken to Ape City, which we were talking about. Ape City kind of looks like Ape City looks kind of like a Tatooine town or something.
It does. It looks. To me, it looks like the live action Flintstones.
Yeah,
like, it looks so Flintstonesy.
Just all the rocks.
They live in big rock houses.
Yep.
Yeah, and the cages, like there are no straight lines.
Yeah, all the cages are like made of sticks. And
shit. I think it's it's super cool production design.
Yeah, they're brought to Ape City to this lab where they're being analyzed by Dr. Zira, who's kind of the female ape who is in charge of what's it called. I guess she's like in charge of like ape research or whatever.
Yeah. Like
I don't like her exact role, but point is she's taken a special interest in Taylor. All the apes basically, she's like, there's something different about this one.
Yeah.
He's white.
Eyes. Yeah, this one's white with blonde hair.
Exactly. They call her Bright Eyes, which Bright Eyes they call back to in the Andy Serkis Planet of the Apes. That's the name of the... They do
a few callbacks.
Caesar's mom. This franchise is full of a bunch of callbacks, honestly.
Yeah.
Like, somebody's got to go, you damn dirty.
Yeah.
Like in all of them.
Honestly, Rise of the Planet of the Apes, it's kind of, for a big section, is like a role reversal of a big section of this movie. Like, him being like the only intelligent one in like this big collection of trapped humans, and being hosed down and interrogated and hated by his caretakers. It's all very similar.
I haven't seen Kingdom yet, and we're gonna get to this. But if you remove the old sequels, the Andy Serkis trilogy, Rise, Dawn, and War, could still be a prequel to this film. if the 70 sequel didn't exist.
See, my thing is humanity got to the point of like interstellar space travel before.
Oh, that's a good one. That's true.
That's the problem with this one and the 2001 one is like there's no way that like this like societal breakdown could happen in modern day.
What if it was a secret mission? What if it was
from ANSA or whatever, the fake NASA that he is? What is it? NUSA?
Yeah, they do call it some. Going to the Bellatrix system. Their spacecraft system. Yeah, so yeah, I guess that does put a hole into it. But I mean, removed from that, like, you know, there's a lot of like you can see them going towards this kind of world.
Yeah.
But anywho, yeah, so they're kidnapped. Taylor can't talk. Dr. Zero takes a special interest in him. We get introduced to her. We kind of learn basically through the dialogue with her and some of the other like people who work here that like basically the way the ape society is structured. Long story short, and it's always these three different guys. It's like the chimpanzees. There's chimps, gorillas, and orangutans.
Yeah.
And long story short, and they kind of intermix. The chimps are seen as like
system, a racist class system.
A racist class system based on different kinds of apes. The chimpanzees are seen as like kind of the nerds. They're like the meek of the society. The gorillas are all kind of given like the more
jocks.
physical, the jocks. I mean, they're big, they're strong kind of deal. And then the orangutans are like the aristocrats, like the politicians, like the crusty fuckers who like make all the decisions. And that loosely is kind of like how ape society is structured. And because Dr. Zero is a chimp, even though she's like quote unquote respected as a scientist, because she's a chimp, like her program and everything still like doesn't get like any focus. Plus, like there's a whole religious aspect where like this culture is like, this is a what's it called, this society, this government,
it's theocratic.
Is theocratic, is like completely based around this like fucked up ape religion that like right away.
Yeah, one of my favorite parts is the most frustrating part is Dr. Zaius, or one of the other orangutans.
Dr. Zaius.
Have
you heard The Simpsons?
Dr. Zaius, yeah, I've seen it. But he's like, oh, you're smart, huh? What are the three fundamental pillars of ape religion? He's like, I don't fucking know. I'm not from here. And he's like, oh yeah, what makes an ape theologically perfect? And he's like, I don't fucking. How about you ask me like a math question or something?
What brings the spark inside of an ape's mind?
Exactly. It's like, kind of, who the hell third party is going to that and be like, yeah, it's a valid test.
Why would I just know that? Ape flat earthers and shit.
It just shows that their religion is such like a fundamental part of their society.
Yeah. It's definitely a thing too. I think it's another element of why this movie may hold up is that like, you know, all these themes are awfully familiar.
Yep.
But what's it called? Yeah, ape societies.
The Origins are in charge.
Exactly. And during this whole sequence, long story short, in this sequence, this section of the movie, the main thing we're trying to do is that Taylor is trying to communicate to Dr. Zero. We're trying to communicate, period, really. Like, he can't...
he's shot in the neck, his vocal cords or whatever, I don't know.
He tries to write things in the dirt, which, of course, ape written language is the same.
Yeah, they're speaking Earth English, which, to me, is kind of... It kind of makes sense. Like, I always thought it was kind of stupid, but knowing the big spoiler twist that this is Earth,
It
kind of like, you know, for ignoring the fact that like English changes drastically over time, it does make sense that like English would have passed from like humans to apes, and that's just kind of the language that they would continue speaking. Like it. I always thought it was a little goofy, but now I'm willing to buy it a little more, I think.
Ooh, you know what? Hold up. This is not a spoiler, or I guess it's a. I'm gonna say this. They actually talk a little bit about why the apes speak English in one of the sequels.
Oh, good. I'm sure everyone had that question.
I don't remember which one, but I know that like that is brought up and like semi-explained.
This is why. So shut up.
Yeah, no, definitely like 60s Roger Ebert complained about that, and I don't know how many people, and they're like, okay, fine,
it's fine. They have the universal translator. Fuck it. He's got Charlton Heston as the universal translator. I don't know.
I was gonna say, if this came out, they would have to immediately. They'd have to have an exact explanation as to like why that is nowadays. Like, it wouldn't be able to take that with a fucking like, no, we need that explained. But yeah, he tries to write in the dirt. There's a little bit of when they're outside in a little human jungle gym. They also that's something we can start talking about this character a little bit. Like, they give Taylor, like, as like a gift,
character in quotation marks,
quote unquote, character quote, Nova.
Yeah.
It was literally just, how do I put it? An area where this movie hasn't exactly aged well. This character,
it is funny,
quote unquote, played by Linda Harrison, who plays Nova, who's like just this young, primitive woman who can't talk. She's basically an animal.
She's given to him as a gift, and he's like, "What the fuck? What, you just throw?" And then they actually do, like, end up, like, he's like, "Yeah, I am gonna date her though.
I want her."
Yeah, exactly. He does say that.
I love that. I want her.
Yeah, she's basically an animal, like a human with the mind of an animal,
like a pet.
Yeah,
really.
Exactly. And he's just like, good enough for me. She's hot. What does he say? Is like, not a lot of choice around here, something like that.
He said something along the lines of like you're the only girl in town.
The best, this is the best I'm gonna get. Yeah, so
you're the
he's
only girl in town.
Yeah, that has not aged well, but it is funny. I don't know.
It's funny, and it's the thing. How do I put it? I am not defending this plotline choice. This is a thing that is like,
it's an artifact of the time.
It is an artifact of the fucked up beliefs regarding gender roles in society and representations in media. Like, it's bad.
Heavily in sci-fi at the time,
and especially in sci-fi too. Them fucking nerds be horny.
Yeah, it's true.
These white male writers.
Yeah, I knew that they were gonna bring up fucking New Eden at some point. New Eve.
And here's what I'll say as far as, like, this is not me defending. I want to say this though. Everything with Nova could have been a lot worse.
This is true.
I think as far as, like, it is, as far as the thing of, like, yes, he has her as a pet, their relationship, they don't get, like, particularly, like, explicit with her. I think, in a sense, I think
spoon. That's about it.
Yeah, they spoon. That's about it. That's as far as I think. He gives her, like, a little kiss or something towards the, or no, he like rubs her chin or whatever.
I shudder to look in that book and see what he does.
In the book.
Yeah.
Oh, I bet. And like it's not a thing where it's like at least I don't remember what happens with her later, but, like, it's not like he fucking, like, gets her pregnant or something in this movie. It's like a thing where it's like she's kind of just, if you remove her from the plot, nothing really changes.
Yeah.
Honestly, the only reason that she's there, and the purpose of her being there, is that, like, she's someone for Taylor to talk to.
Kinda, yeah.
Okay, she's an excuse for Taylor to say what's on his mind. Like, during those scenes where he finally can talk, and we kind of get his we haven't heard from him directly in a while. He tells her, like, what he thinks about this world, what's going on, like, their purpose. Like he gets to have a little bit of exposition, and it makes sense that he tell her about it because he has no one else to. And I also think that she's, like, a decent thing where it's like, I think it's less based on, obviously a lot of it is like, well, he's horny and he wants this, like, pretty girl or whatever, but I think there's a fair amount of it. It's like, well, he is, like, lonely.
Yeah.
Like, this is, like, a really isolating.
It's a rough time. Yeah. He's the only human who can talk, like, and he's treated like shit by the apes, and the humans don't understand him. So
to bring up Blade Runner, she's like the old version of Joy. But as far as like, honestly, how do I put it? This archetype of, like, yes, just this, like, this woman-shaped animal. It's a little bit of the. Have I told you about Sexy Born Yesterday?
Yeah, like, that trope. No, that's exactly what she is.
Yeah, no, it's a similar kind of thing where it's like, yeah, he's like,
sexy baby.
She's sexy baby, literally.
Yeah.
It's fucked up, but I don't know. It could have aged way worse than it did.
Yeah. It could have been worse. Yeah,
it could have been way more explicit.
Well,
like, both sexually and, like, otherwise.
It was the standard sexism of the time. It's not an excuse, but it is an explanation.
He never.
I still have respect for Rod Serling, who co-wrote this.
This sounds like a low bar, but he never, like, hits her or whatever.
Yeah. He's not mean to her. He's I don't know.
If you watch Sean Connery's James Bond movies, like he's hitting women all through
he's
those.
a piece of shit.
he's back, and he never he's never. I think physically the worst he does, like he pulls Nova along. I think like when she's like she hears something.
Yeah.
This must be where she's from. But yeah, no. So like I said, could have been a lot. We're just getting that out of the way. So yeah, he has got Nova in the cage. He what's it called? And yeah, he's trying to communicate. He sees Dr. Zero's notebook. He's able to get it from her, and he writes on it, "My name is Taylor." And it's the big reveal. She's like, "Get me a leash." Right now. What do you? Oh, and we also get introduced to Cornelius. And so I want to ask you what you thought about the characters of Cornelius and Zira, and some of the we haven't talked about a lot of the ape characters yet. So at this point in the movie, we've gotten a few scenes with Zira, Zaius, Cornelius. What do you think of them?
Zira, I like. I think that's down to her face being the most expressive of the apes.
Mm-hmm.
And
makeup's the thinnest.
Yeah, she's also just an interesting character. Cornelius, I felt honestly kind of disposable. I feel like Cornelius and Zira could honestly have just been one character. Mm-hmm. But it's fine. I like seeing the apes interact, and I can see it. That's a valuable thing. And then Zaius is an asshole.
Yeah, he's a piece of shit.
Yeah, but he's interesting.
Yeah, no, Dr. Zaius has a lot of layers. I like the secret, the layers to the secrets that he has, and by the end of the movie, you almost understand where he's coming from.
Yeah. He's a good sci-fi protagonist. He just represents a different point of view.
Yeah. No, super solid. But yeah, we talked about all of the performers do a great job acting through the makeup.
Yeah.
I had mentioned it earlier, but I'll mention it here again. Just the fact that I think that they're mostly human with a little bit of they hunch a little bit.
Yeah.
When they walk, they have a slight little monkey sway.
They're really just people in hairy suits mostly, though.
Yeah, for the most part. And I think as far as it helps you, I think, buy into it.
They're just stand-ins for a different kind of human, just like in Star Trek.
Yep. They try to explain to Taylor. Taylor tries to explain to them through notepaper that he's he comes from another planet, yada yada yada, and they're not buying it.
But he can talk, so they're like, holy shit, this guy's smarter than the rest of them.
Exactly. And I forget exactly what happened. Oh, and no, I remember. Dr. Zaius, what's it called? Schedules Taylor for this is why he still can't talk. He schedules Taylor for a dissection, basically.
Yeah.
We're gonna.
He's gonna have an autopsy.
Yep. He finds an opportunity to escape. And then we get a pretty thrilling little chase sequence through Ape City.
No, I don't know if they were gonna. I think the threat that made him escape was we're gonna geld him in the morning.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're gonna cut off his.
Oh, they're gonna cut his balls.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, no, that is.
That's when he's like, "Oh shit, I gotta get out of here." Actually.
Oh no.
I probably should have left a long time ago, but now I'm really gonna leave.
But not my balls.
Yeah, exactly. That's the.
They can take anything.
Yeah.
Cut my arm off, but not my balls. So yeah, and then we get a pretty good little thrill and chase. There's a great wonder sequence in here that I never realized before, where it's when he's in the little ape monastery, and he's sneaking around, and there's the little ape kid, who catches him. But I realize it's all this one shot of he enters, goes to the other side, gets chased.
That's cool.
60s wonder. A man. They're chasing him through the streets. They end up getting him in the bag, and then we get, the famous one of the famous lines. Get your stinking paws.
Yeah, get your stinking paws off me, you damn dirty ape. And that's it's a big moment too, because now
and all the apes are what the fuck?
Yeah, now everyone can hear him talk. It's a cut to commercial moment.
It is. Yeah, I think they do fade to black in that moment.
Yeah, they do.
Too, yeah. But no, great scene. The music sting is great. I think sometimes with some famous lines in movies, it can be a little
underwhelming.
A little underwhelming when you hear them. But Charlton Heston always brings the sauce.
He's just got this gravel to him in every way. He's such a crotchety, angry, grumpy guy.
His voice is so distinct,
Get your
and it has so much. Like I want Charlton Heston to do like somehow. Wait, he's dead now.
He's got big teeth, and you can hear it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
A lot of air is gonna go between those. He's got to open his mouth real wide.
Get your yeah.
You're right. I want to hear him. I want him to just like record an audiobook of like every old sci-fi like novel.
Yeah.
Like he could do the audiobook of Do Androids Dream of Luxury. Yo, if they did like a 70s Blade Runner, he would have been a great Deckard.
He would have, yeah. He'd have been perfect for Deckard.
Yeah. Or just in general. I know there's some another thing is I've been trying to watch a couple of on Criterion Channel. I want to get into noir films, and I think he's in a couple of noirs. I gotta check out.
I think so too. He's also Moses.
Oh yeah, that's true. 10 Commandments. I've never seen 10 Commandments.
Me neither.
So that'd be a weird one to cover on the show.
Yeah, I don't know. I've seen Prince of Egypt. I think I'm good.
Yeah,
I think I'm good on that story.
Yeah, that's about Prince of Egypt is about as peak as as getting Sunday school with what's it called? Actually, you know what's fun? This is not a religious shit. Neither of us are religious people, but I want to mention this is funny. Courtney and I watched Prince of Egypt. I think last summer. They hadn't seen it. And we were watching, and once it started getting to the actual like when Moses like runs into finds the burning bush, Court was like, "This shit didn't happen."
You don't know. You weren't there.
Yeah,
It could have happened exactly like that. I don't know. Could have been an alien. Could have been high.
Like he went in, smoked that burning bush.
Yeah.
He's like, "Guys, I think I saw God."
Yeah, he could have taken DMT in the desert. I don't know.
Let's see. Outside of blasphemy, we could talk ape blasphemy. So Taylor can talk now. We get a hard cut to black. He's back in the cage. The cages. They take Nova away from him while he's in the cage, and he's getting hosed down. And there's some high tension because he's like, "Where are you going? Take her away!" And the ape guards are like, "Shut the fuck up, you fucking freak!"
Yeah, they're like, "Shut up, freak!"
They're scared of him. And then we get another great line. Damn, it's a madhouse.
A madhouse.
Yeah, Charlton just has a great. But there's just so many good sound bites.
Yeah.
Of him, like I want to like make a beat with like that as the drop. It's a madhouse.
He's just such a crusty guy.
Yeah. Then we get we had mentioned the scene earlier, like he's talking to Nova, telling just like you're the only girl in town. He talks about Earth a little bit.
Yeah.
It's just a more philosophical statement. And like I said, like he wouldn't be saying all that if she wasn't there. Like I think she's like as a plot device, like she functions well there as being like someone for him to talk to.
Yeah, it works.
So that we know what's on his mind. And then he's. Let's see. He's here for a while.
There's like a whole trial, and they're kind of talking about what, like, a lot of this movie is just the apes trying to figure out what the hell to do with this guy.
Exactly. Like, a lot of it is
arguing like theological and scientific perspectives.
The main narrative that the orangutans are trying to push is that Taylor is like some experiment. That Dr. Zira and Cornelius like made, like they're like, yeah, you put 8 vocal cords into a human, and like this whole thing is like, he's a mutant or whatever, is what they're trying to push. And then the trial goes like bullshit, like kind of we've been talking about. It's a nonsense.
It seems like some apes are more equal than others.
Seems like some apes are more equal than
that beautiful Rod Serling progressivism from the '60s.
Yeah,
there's like big Twilight Zone energy here.
100%. This is just like a long.
Racism is bad, actually.
Racism is bad, and it's really something that's just so interesting. Is like a part of it is like with all these movies is like they go so hard with the premise. Like they're just like, we are taking this shit monkeys.
Yeah, well, because if we don't take it seriously, you won't either. Yeah. So.
And it's always a thing where it's like it's so perfect because even no matter how serious, You take even like the Dawn of the Planet of the Apes,
Mm-hmm.
Dawn and War, which I argue are the serious peaks of these movies, just in terms of tone. At the end of the day, it's still apes on horses. It's still monkeys riding horses.
I still get those flashes, those moments where I'm like, this is fucking ridiculous.
Like I love looking at the cover of my Blu-ray cover of the Blu-ray cover of Dawn of the Planet of the Apes. I'm pretty sure is like Caesar riding a horse, jumping over like fire on this horse with like a machine gun in one hand. And I'm like, how is
it's like how am I not laughing right now?
Why am I taking this seriously? And I think it's one of those things where it goes to show you is like there's the idea is not necessarily important. It's all execution.
Yeah.
You can make a movie, you can make a story about anything. It's all just about how you execute it.
Yep.
And then it's cool that like with Planet of the Apes we get these like different eras where like we see kind of the core idea of what if monkey rule world.
Yeah, exactly. Land on a planet where the roles are reversed.
Exactly. But yeah, no. So like you said, we get the trial, and then we get what I really like this scene. This opens up Dr. Zaius, I think, a lot more as a character. Dr. Zaius like calls Taylor to his personal chambers, and they have like a little discussion. Now, Dr. Zaius, how do I put it? This is something that starts to make his character a little more complicated. He says that he doesn't necessarily believe that Taylor's from another planet, but he's like, I don't think you're immune.
Yeah, that humans can, like, there have been humans that could talk at some point.
Yeah, that's a reveal that's yet to come later. Like basically, like you just said, Dr. Zaius knows that there were talking humans. There is a history. There are secrets to be held, and Dr. Zaius basically thinks like, he says like, where there's one of you, there's more of you. Yeah. Like you're not unique.
But for the sake of society, he's got to keep that under wraps.
Exactly.
The society that he benefits from.
Yeah. And basically, he's trying to get Taylor to tell him where the other humans are, which there aren't. But like Dr. Zaius is like, there must be like more like you, you know. And that's we miss, and then they talk about like how they had Landon. He's like, you landed with other humans. There were 2 other humans with you, and it's like, yes, Landon. Is he still alive? And we go to Landon, and he's
got a big old over the cuckoo's nest cut.
Yeah, no,
cut
exactly.
In his brain.
You sucked out his brain.
Yeah.
And I think he says there's a great line where it's like, you cut his brain, you silly baboon.
Yeah, he does say that. You're right.
Yeah. There's a lot of great.
That did make me laugh. I remember now.
There's so many good in the second half of the movie. There's a new character that gets so
he has no time for any of these apes.
They exactly like he like as soon as he can talk, and especially as soon as he busts out, his give a fuck level is reduced to nothing.
Yeah.
Like in a lot of like when he gets busted out by another fun character. I want to remember this character's name because it's a little character, but I thought he was memorable.
The little guy, the young kid.
Yeah, Dr. Zira's nephew.
Julius.
Was it Lucius? Was it Lucius?
That's that guy. I've seen that actor.
Nova, Dr. Zaius, Lucius, Julius. I think Lucius was the kid one.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. The one who's like, never trust a man over 30.
He's like, man, you can't trust any adults.
Yeah,
or whatever.
That's
he's
his
like a
arc.
little,
it's like
a little nephew kid ape, and he's trying to be cool. You can see that he kind of looks up to Taylor too. It's kind of cute.
Yeah.
And Taylor is like, when he shaves, and he's like, only kids like you.
Only kids, only kids your age had beards on my home planet.
Beards, I don't follow fads. And it was the same thing when he gets Nova. It was like, no, we can't take her. Said you only. Like, I want her.
I don't want a beard. I'm not a filthy beatnik. I'm a scientist, damn it.
That's another funny. There's a lot of great like little like when he shaves and Dr. Cornelius sees it and he's like, it makes you look less intelligent.
He's right.
Yeah, he is. He did look better with the beard. Made him look a lot older. I remember, like with this viewing, like when he shaved, like it. Definitely looked a lot better with the beard. But long story short, yeah. So they bust Taylor out, and we talked about this earlier. That Taylor, I think his plan at this point, he said he wanted to go to. He was trying to get back to his ship, or like Taylor's plan is basically to get as far away as possible. He wants to go to the other jungle on the other side of the thing. But first, they're going to stop by So Cornelius had been to the Forbidden Zone, and he has like a little dig site with artifacts that prove of a pre-ape society or whatever.
Yeah.
Because like, their ape Bible says the world's like 2,000 years old or whatever.
Yeah.
And that's pretty much.
Yeah.
And Cornelius, like, there's evidence of like of a culture before us. And so they're
Like,
going to
look,
that place.
Glasses. Look, and we have a long discussion about all kinds of shit in this cave.
Yeah, no, we're here in the cave for a while. Dr. Zaius rolls up. He's in the cave too. There's a bit of like a standoff where Taylor's just in complete control.
It's this sci-fi thing where the majority of the conflicts are conversations and arguments. Like, yeah. I love that. That's not something in the Tim Burton one.
They find a little human doll that can talk.
Yeah.
Dr. Zaius, would an ape make a human doll?
That can talk!
That can talk.
Yeah.
That talks.
That talks!
That talks. He just got such an intense...
He's so
like,
angry all the time.
He always ends on like the most perfect, like, the perfect consonant. So basically, and then Dr. Zaius pretty much admits like, okay, yeah, I knew that there were humans, but this doesn't change my opinion that man is fucked. And then we get the main thing where it's like, man is, regardless of what you think of ape society, are humans any better?
Humans
like,
are the real monsters.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's kind of the whole thing, like, are humans any better? Are humans worse? Do humans deserve to be top dog any more than apes? These are all like all the questions. And then we get the iconic, been parodied most of all. Still just like the performance of it is great.
God,
they're writing,
damn you,
damn you all to hell. You can see there's a picture of it on Wikipedia here, just famous ending.
The big twist that literally everyone who's even heard of this movie knows about.
Yep, they find the Statue of Liberty, which so that's not how the book. So the book, they're actually on another planet.
Okay.
Also,
this is the Twilight Zone ending though, so he's got to be miserable.
Actually, I think the book ends how the Tim Burton version ends, if I remember right.
I hate the Tim Burton ending. Just to get ahead. I don't necessarily hate it in theory, but in execution, I think it's I think it's awful.
Yeah. But yeah, no. So that's the 1968 Planet of the Apes.
Yep.
Yeah,
and like, the Statue of Liberty, and it's sad, and the big twist.
And yeah, no, it's like it's a classic.
Yeah.
I think. We've been talking about. I think as far as like like I said, like this movie was a real gateway, and I think it still is as far as like. I think this is a good gateway to older films. Yeah. Because I think a lot of the pacing is the biggest thing for me, as far as like something that I think is hard for a lot of people to adjust to when it comes to older films is like a lot of older films.
They're paced differently. They're slower.
They're paced differently.
Because people had longer attention spans back then.
Yeah. And I'm not even just talking about paced in terms of like the movies being longer, because like there are a lot of like Alien 1 isn't the longest movie in the world, but the individual scenes and takes and shots just last longer. Yeah. And because of that, like most older films, I think, just have a much more deliberate pace than newer movies. Yep. And I think that this movie is a great gateway because I think it's not. I don't think it's the same kind of thing. I think like the shots move relatively quickly. The plot, they don't really waste any time. Like I think it's it holds once you're in, you're in. Yeah. I think.
No, it's true. Yeah, it holds up. I think a big part was the visuals for me. And honestly, I'm just a sci-fi fan, so I think this kind of like, let's just discuss issues, but like in an interesting way with a cast that works. The makeup's great, the production design's great. It's a classic for a reason. And honestly, like, it's been referenced and parodied so much, but I think that's just because so many people have seen it, because it's actually good. Yeah.
Sometimes you go back and watch this old stuff and it's like, was it? And like, no,
it was. Yeah, that was my experience. My gateway to old movies was Citizen Kane. I expected to be bored to tears by Citizen Kane, but I watched it and I was like, oh shit, I'm actually really interested in this whole thing.
I haven't watched Citizen Kane in a while. I've been hankering to I don't know, not even relevant to the conversation. I've been wanting to rewatch Taxi Driver recently.
Yeah, Taxi Driver. That's another example. Like even though that was like the Hollywood Renaissance, the pacing in that movie is also pretty deliberate.
Yeah.
Big fan of Taxi Driver.
Yeah. But what's it called? Yeah, no, definitely check out Planet of the Apes. Like we were saying, you can only rent it.
Yep.
I've got, let's see, yeah, I got my DVD box set, which I love. Which, funnily
cool,
enough,
I bet there's a cool like Blu-ray release.
yeah, no, there's an old school. I remember at one point I thought about upgrading, but I think the DVD, especially for these older movies, are fine. Planet of the Apes. Let's see.
It's honestly, it looks great in whatever resolution I watched it in.
Yeah,
the colors are super bright.
This is the box set I have. So folks at home,
it's got these beautiful lens flares.
Can't see. This is the box set that I have, Joseph, looking on.
That is cool.
The Evolution box.
That's pretty sick.
It comes with all
the 70s movies.
The first 5 are the last disc is behind the Planet of the Apes. The last disc is a documentary about the making of all of them. Which I've never watched. You know what?
You should check it out.
I'm gonna watch it for the next section. 4 movies and 4 features and a documentary. You gotta get to. Well, then all of them are about an hour and a half, so it shouldn't be that bad. But I've seen this box set. The Planet of the Apes Legacy Collection. It says DVD here, but I know there's a Blu-ray version that is the exact same cover.
That cover's alright. I don't know. I don't know if I'm big on it.
So I'm just looking at trilogy box set. Yeah.
They're all just a monkey staring down the camera.
Planet of the Apes box set. Hold up, just looking on Google Shopping, folks. Box sex. Wait, hold
box sex.
Planet of the Apes box set.
They are all
the original.
They really just all are just an ape face.
Yeah, no, they're really the same format. What do we need people to know?
Look at that. That's crazy.
Planet of the Apes movies. How much is? Hold up. Wait, I need to see Planet of the Apes. Wait a second. Why have I never run into a Planet of the Apes VHS? Yo, wait.
That's pretty cool. $10 on Etsy.
Is this a custom?
Doesn't look like it.
Complete original special collectors. Yo, that's sick. I want this.
It's $10, bro.
It's the same. Wait, did somebody make this, or is it a collectibles vintage?
It looks like it's authentic.
$10. Don't look at. I feel like $10 is too low. Hold up.
Sus.
This one for $60.
Yeah.
I buy more. 25. It's a different color. So, folks at home who are listening,
we're shopping.
Wonderful to listen to. Huh? I like this one too with the orange. Okay, so yeah, I guess that $10 is $10 for that original box name, but yeah, I might order that off Etsy. Shit. But yeah, no. So yeah, Planet of the Apes. Check it out.
Yeah.
Now let's talk about the other Planet of the Apes.
Did you want to do props for?
Oh, for the original, yes. Let's do props. Absolutely. There's some good ones. I think. Oh, I know what my prop is.
Okay.
Wait. Do you want to do yours first, or?
You can go for it.
I want this. This may be cheating because it's kind of like multiple things. I want one of the NASA backpacks, like the survival backpack.
Yeah, it's got like the gun and shit in there. The canteen. It's like all like.
It's got the gun, the water bottle, the whole all the little supplies in there.
That is the coolest prop. You're right.
The little future NASA.
No, you can have the complete set. That's fine.
Yeah, I want the backpack and everything in the backpack.
Yeah.
Originally I was gonna say just the water bottle because I like the look of the water bottles too, but yeah, that's my prop.
This is definitely cheating, but I don't care. I'm gonna take the entire spaceship.
Yeah, that is cheating. you want like a little model of it or something?
You know what? No, I want the one that sinks into the water. I count that as a prop.
That's a good one.
Have it as like a water feature in the front of my mansion.
Exactly. your giant movie mansion. Yeah. Oh, you have like a big
fountain.
You know, actually, that fountain should have like a bunch of crashed in water ships and shit.
Exactly.
Like it'll be Luke's X-wing from Empire Strikes Back is like fucking sticking out. Shit.
I was gonna say I want like the entire like spaceship set, but that's a set, not a prop. And that's stretching the definition. So I'll take the ship that crashed into the water.
That's a good one.
Because they show the shit out of that thing too. Like they got their money's worth. There's a whole shot where like they just have like a helicopter shot where they got really close to it.
Yeah. What's it called? Another one. I was thinking about I really like all of the ape suits.
Yeah.
All the ape costumes, but it's like I always pick clothes.
Yeah, the ape clothes are cool.
Also, I feel like, here's the thing. I think the ape clothes, in my head, I'm like, it wouldn't look as cool without the ape makeup.
That's true.
Like if just somebody was wearing the ape clothes, I think they go really well with.
Look like, is that from Avatar or something? What is that?
Yeah. So yeah, no, I'm sticking with the what's it called, with the backpack. The
Good
Super
call.
NES backpack.
You got a good one.
Yep. But yeah, that's Planet of the Apes, the original. Check it out. Now let's talk about the only other movie in this franchise that is just called Planet of the Apes.
Yep.
Funnily enough, the 2001, directed by Tim Burton.
Dumber version.
The Planet of the Apes, the dumber version, starring Marky Mark himself.
He is either my least favorite actor or one of my least favorite actors. I actually hate him. I gotta say,
he's never been great in anything I've seen him in.
That's the thing is like, I'm like, there was a span in time when Hollywood was convinced that Mark Wahlberg is like a prestige actor, like I think his best movie is Boogie Nights, but like it's in spite of him, and honestly, so is The Departed. I don't know why he got so many leading man roles. He must have just been super profitable. They had this guy play Max Payne.
Yeah. Just looking at 1 second. I'm trying to think if there's anything I've truly been impressed with Mark Wahlberg by. Also, score by Danny Elfman.
Yep, and you can immediately tell.
You immediately, as soon as it pumps up, like, oh yeah, that's some bad Italian Job, The Departed.
I will say, like, visually, I think this movie might be like the least Tim Burton looking movie.
Yeah, no, it's got a lot of unique production design elements going on.
It looks very, overall, just like the look like on film. This movie looks super generically 2001, but the production design is so crazy, and like so much thought has obviously been put into like environmental and like wardrobe storytelling.
We got to do a TED episode, Joseph.
Okay, we haven't covered a comedy yet.
No, I feel like it wouldn't be that fun.
Yeah, to this week we'll do that as like April Fools or something.
Yeah. What did you know any? So you didn't know anything about this version going in?
No, not really. I
have any expectations?
I knew Mark Wahlberg was in it, so that was a bummer. But I knew Tim Burton directed it, but I was like, that kind of came as a surprise from what I remembered about it. It was like, what is Tim Burton about this movie? And like, there's nothing like that you can point at and be like, that's Tim Burton-y, but the weirdness of parts of this movie, that's his fingerprint.
Yeah, some of the like more over the top,
the strangeness
elements. I think what's missing is that, like, with the Tim Burton element that's missing is the fact that how do I put it? This world doesn't feel exaggerated in the same way that like other Tim. Like I think about something like Big Fish, or like the Dream. I feel like Tim Burton,
like Beetlejuice.
Tim Burton's kind of vibe is like almost like a gothic dream like vibe.
Yeah, he's a big fan of like that old like German expressionism.
Yeah, whereas I think this movie is going for like a very serious, like, no, this shit is real sci-fi.
This is
aesthetic.
A remake of a legacy Hollywood film.
Fantasy. I had mentioned Brendan Fraser. Like this is almost like some like Scorpion King.
Yeah.
Like we're trying to get in on like a Lord of the Rings. I feel like is a big.
Oh yeah, big time. Yeah, I remember being like, oh shit, this did come out around the same time as Lord of the Rings, didn't it?
Yeah, no. I had mentioned Scorpion King. Yeah, no. Like all these kind of like sword and Conan the Barbarian, like sword and sorcery kind of like thing, which to me,
it is a lot more of a fantasy than a sci-fi.
Yeah. Is the kind of vibe that's like the different tribes of humans and stuff.
Like there were parts of this that was like Ape Game of Thrones.
Ape of Thrones, yes. I remember I had mentioned that too. Yeah, especially with some of the romances and stuff.
Oh, dude, we're getting ahead of ourselves, but the romance in this movie, the love triangle,
so fucking weird.
It feels added in post. Like it feels like they edited it in after like studio notes.
He's got to want to fuck Helena Bonham Carter.
And then that hurts the feelings of the real human being who sees him go for an ape instead of her.
And she's also like a teen.
Yeah, and she's got a full face of makeup the whole time.
even though
She
she's like
lives in the jungle.
she's supposed to be a jungle proto-human, like
Who can? Okay, yeah.
or just regular, actually just regular human, because that's another thing is that all of the humans in this movie, unlike the original Planet of the Apes, like the indigenous native humans to this fucked up ape world are just regular humans who can talk.
Biggest downgrade. It takes away all the interesting questions. It takes away any conflict. It takes away any second guessing you might have about your standpoint. It's literally just like now the apes are purely evil, like slave holding race of beings.
You can no longer like in any way see from any ape's perspective.
Yeah,
really.
it's not a debate anymore. It's just like good versus evil again.
Yeah, like the apes are essentially fucking orcs.
Yeah.
In this movie.
Yeah, no, it's a lot more focused on just being like an adventure rather than like a hard sci-fi. Like it's
a lame ass adventure.
Yeah, I would agree. It's. I think you said if they had just swapped out Marky Mark for someone else.
I had said Brendan Fraser.
Yeah,
and I
think that's a good pick.
Lean into the goofy. I think. Because lean into the goofier.
Like Marky Mark. Anytime he's on screen, I always feel like he's 100% aware that he's in a movie, and he's like, "This is the scene where I act sad. This is the scene." Like at no point is his character like realistically reacting to anything happening to him in this whole movie.
Do you remember this character's name?
Was it not Taylor?
Nope.
What is it?
Leo.
Why?
I don't know. His character's name is Sergeant. Wait, hold up.
Why'd they change his name? That's interesting.
Leo Davidson, Captain Leo Davidson.
Okay.
But the whole time me and Court watching this, I was like, "Yep, Marky Mark."
Yeah, no, he's Mark Wahlberg.
He's just Mark Wahlberg.
He's low effort Mark Wahlberg too.
He's not. Yeah, no, he's not even. Usually he doesn't put in a lot of the effort, but especially here, it's just like he just showed up.
Yeah, this is just a paycheck. Obviously, like he's doing nothing. Yeah. All he does is like walk with his shoulders a lot. Like that's it. Yeah. I guess at one point I was like, "This is my sad walk."
The Charlton Heston cameo in this movie. As soon as he came on, I'm like, "Oh my god, I'm in the Planet of the Apes movie now."
I missed the Charlton Heston cameo. Who was he?
Oh, you didn't? He's Stade's father.
Oh, is he the old guy?
Yeah,
who dies in bed.
Yeah, the one who's dying in bed. He's Stade's father when he goes to visit, and he gives him the gun. Yeah, no, that's Charlton Heston.
Okay, I see.
Yeah,
I didn't catch that.
Surprised you didn't recognize the voice. Well, he's in ape makeup.
Yeah, he's in heavy makeup.
Yeah. Also, he's old now, so he doesn't. His gritted voice is old man. He
just sounded like an old guy to me.
Yeah, just generic old guy. But what's it called? But yeah, no, really not given. Yeah, no, the energy with him is not there. I think that the pacing is all over the place in this movie. We spend kind of a long time on like the space station to begin with. I'm bored as shit.
Where he's training the apes, and I'm just like, this is just shitty Star Trek. What's going on?
And the space station looks boring.
It does. I'm like, this is a Tim Burton movie. This looks so generic.
No sauce.
Yeah.
Yeah, it opens. I'm pretty sure it opens up with like a chimp in a spaceship. Mm-hmm. It's a real chimp. It's a real ape. And it's
never see again. Nor should
he's doing some. He's doing some movements. He's receiving messages like over the thing. Like this ape is a real pilot. Like he's doing stuff. He's
flying a ship.
And he crashes, and then it's funny for a minute because he starts freaking out and just in the spaceship, and he's hopping around. It's kind of funny.
It's really funny because we have interstellar travel now, apparently. We have a whole space station orbiting Earth, but instead of just having drones, we're still trying to teach apes to fly spaceships.
Exactly. No unmanned spacecraft.
We're still using monkeys.
Yep. And he turns out it's a simulation. And Mark Wahlberg is in charge of training these apes. Yep. His whole thing is like he's like a space pilot who he's training these and they say it briefly. I missed it every other time before, but like these apes have been genetically engineered to be like the smartest, bestest apes.
Yep.
Which makes sense as far as like why down the line. Spoiler alert for this movie. Spoilers for. First, it came out. Not only did it come out in 2001, but it's also just fucking dumb.
Yeah.
So I
don't want. It doesn't honestly have a lot of value. I found.
No, it's pretty. I think For me, the peak of this movie is for me
Paul
the peak of this
Giamatti.
movie is what?
Paul Giamatti.
Paul Giamatti, but in particular, like the section where after we get rounded up by the apes and we're in Ape City, like Ape City, just I think looks cool. Like I
Yeah,
think like
on it-
seeing the production design, like
Exactly.
there's in Ape City, there's so many fucking extras. There's like a bunch of little kid apes running around. They're playing 8-ball.
I think the idea, I think for me the highlight of this movie is the production design and the
they put money into this.
the
movie.
thought put into like ape culture and kind of like the way they all like interact and move around and how different it is, how alien of a culture it is. I think that's the most interesting part of the movie, but everything else just drags it down to the point where it's like not really worth it.
The movie isn't about it. Like,
No.
like it's silly, but like there's the dinner scene. There's like a dinner scene in here where like a bunch of apes, rich aristocrat apes, are just like discussing, like, oh yes, the humans have been a drain on the ape economy.
Yeah.
Fucking the value of the banana. Is down.
Man can't even throw his poop anymore without spending 6 bananas.
That's right. But yeah, no, all the there's a wider variety of like body shapes and costumes and
Yeah.
stuff, and like it.
Yeah, the
It's,
makeup is more interesting. The apes all the actors have to like learn these like new kinds of ways to move and interact. It's interesting.
Yeah.
It's an interesting challenge, and I think that's the highest praise you're going to hear from me for this movie.
I think that once we leave Ape City, and let's
Oh god, it gets so boring after they leave.
that's exactly so. It becomes like we're just camping a little bit.
Yeah, this is the problem. I feel like every fucking sci-fi movie has this problem. Like
we are wandering in the.
we have the
wilderness for a
cool
minute.
part. Looper had this problem. We have
Yeah.
the cool part of the movie and the setting that you came to the movie to see, and then we have the rest of the movie shot in a way cheaper location so we can save money. It's that happens a lot in a lot of sci-fi.
Yeah. And just as far as like talking a little bit about we're gonna hop on all the way,
Yeah.
but I do want to mention
Helena
some
Bonham
specific.
Carter's friend's hair.
Yeah, her
Karen
Karen
dude.
hair.
It looks so fucking 90s. It's the most dated part of the movie. Weirdly enough, is
Yeah.
that Apes Sex in the City haircut.
So Helena Bonham Carter's character, who like, I feel like they do a bad job explaining who she is. Like her father is like an ape politician.
She's like an ape-tivist.
Yeah, she's a human activist. She's an ape liberal, and not even an ape leftist. She's an ape liberal because she's like, for as much as she talks about in this movie, like defending humans and humans, like, oh, humans could be equal to us, like we can coexist. Like she really doesn't do a whole lot of like radical shit.
No,
like
she just
like,
she's all talk.
Yeah, she's all talk. There's still like a fuck ton of like ape slavery going on. Like she even down to like how she quote unquote saves Mark Wahlberg. She's like, let me buy him. I'll buy him from you. Like because like they're about to fucking brand him or whatever or cut his balls off. I forget if there's mention of ball cutting. That's a big element of these movies. Got to cut the balls off.
Yeah. It always comes back to balls with these people, with these apes.
Yeah, but what's it called? She's like, yes, you're like no man I've ever met. That's another thing too is like Mark Wahlberg, something like with Taylor in the original, for example. Like there is this big sense of like he's in the original. Taylor is constantly like under, especially in the first half, in this state of shock. In this state of like, even there are moments later when he breaks like, what? How the hell did this crazy world get started?
Yeah, Mark Wahlberg is so for one he barely has a fucking character in this movie.
Yeah,
he's just
not really.
protagonist white guy.
When go ahead.
And for another, like you said, he's so unaffected by everything to try to make him like a cool character that you just don't give a shit. You just don't care about, like, he doesn't care, so why do you care?
Exactly. It doesn't make any sense. Like he's never surprised enough.
No, he lands on an alien planet. He kind of like looks around. And he's like, and that's the last time you see him shocked.
Yeah, it's like literally really it.
He's like, apes on my planet are in zoos.
Yeah. We got to mention this. There's Ari, played by Helena Bonham Carter. The Paul Giamatti. His name is Limbo, but it's Paul G. The Paul Giamatti ape is my favorite ape.
Yep.
because like I feel like the makeup. I feel
It's
like the
so
makeup on him,
thin on him. It's just kind of Paul Giamatti with orange hair.
they added some extra hair, and his voice just like he definitely sounds like what I think an orangutan sounds like if they
Perfect
try
casting,
to do,
honestly.
if they try to make like a Jungle Book movie in this era, he
yeah.
could have just been King Louis.
Yeah, absolutely. Need him to play
I'm
more
the king of the
apes.
swingers.
Yeah.
The Jungle VIP.
That's pretty good. Yeah, he's a slave trader, though. Our favorite
he's a slave
character
trader
is a
in
slave
this movie.
trader in this movie. What does that tell you?
He buys the humans. Well, I think I don't know. They give him the goofiest line. They talk about like, are you wearing gloves? You gotta wear gloves while working with humans.
Tim Roth, by the way.
Oh yeah, Tim. We haven't even talked about
Tim Roth is given different direction from everyone else in this movie.
He's on a different level. He does a little bit of coke before every scene. So like,
he does not seem to fit into the society. And like you see his family. It's not like the rest of his family like acts like this. It's literally just like there's just something wrong with this guy. Why is he like this?
He only like looks at people with his head
He's got
down
evil
like he's
eyes.
about to fight.
Yeah, no, I
Exactly.
texted you. I was like, why is Tim Roth ape like that?
like he's always looking at you like he's about to fight you.
He's always like,
is little,
like every time he
he's
talks,
breathing hard.
he like walks more like an ape than everyone else.
He's slithering around more.
And
he's
it's like
jumping around.
No other ape is like this.
He gets up in like Paul Giamatti's face
Yeah.
and shit.
It's like threatening to bite people.
I know, like he's really just like he's on a different.
And honestly,
plane.
if I didn't know it was Tim Roth, I would never figure out that it was Tim Roth. He's under he's under more transformative makeup than like anybody else to make him look as evil as possible, and he's doing something crazy with his voice. I never would have picked him out as Tim Roth. Yeah. I mean, good. Yeah. Listen, I love Tim Roth. Like I saw Tornado. That movie sucked, but Tim Roth was good in it. Like, Tim Roth is good in pretty much everything. I think Tim Roth is doing exactly what they told him to do in this movie. And I think he's excelling at that, but I think it's not good for the movie.
Mm-hmm. Tim Roth was apparently... So, Gary Oldman was originally cast in this role as General Thade.
That would have been interesting. I think it would have been a lot more subdued performance.
Tim Roth declined the role of playing Severus Snape in Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone because of his commitment to the Tim Burton.
That is so fucking sad, actually. He would have been a great Snape.
I bet he was pissed about that.
Yeah, that's actually the saddest thing I've heard all day.
He wouldn't have been as much of a gothic Snape. He would have been like scared Potter.
Yeah, exactly. He would have been scarier for sure.
He would have been more like kind of that drill sergeant kind of. I don't know. Tim Roth is pretty good at playing like animalistic type characters. Like, say what you will about the.
He's one of these guys who's only ever a villain.
Say what you will about the Edward Norton Hulk movie, the 2008 Incredible Hulk. I thought Tim Roth was fucking great.
I remember him way more than Edward Norton in that movie. To be honest,
I really liked his performance. Like, there's a scene where like he's starting to mutate in his back, and he's like, "How do you feel?" He's like a monster.
Him in the Hateful Eight. Yeah, like I said, I don't recommend seeing Tornado. It's a big letdown.
But he's good at
Tim Roth's character in that movie was like the highlight.
Yeah, Tim Roth is one of those guys that's always bringing it. He's definitely like bringing it hardcore.
Yeah, he's always a great. No, yeah, and he's giving 110%. I don't know if it's 110% in the right direction for like the movie, but he is committed. Definitely more committed than Mark.
Yeah, than Marky Mark and the Funky Bunch. At one point, some of his ape lackeys find there's a scene where his ape goons find Mark Wahlberg's crash ship, and he's like, "You haven't told anyone else about this." He's like, "No, sir, nope, not a one. We came straight to you."
Pats him on the chest,
and then he pulls out these fucking Predator smart discs.
Yeah, it's like well, it's a cool detail. There's little stuff like that all throughout, where it's like this is like a weapon. Like they wouldn't really use like straight knives. They would use
and he's thrashing them.
They would use like fist enhancers, because that's what they do. They get on people and they beat down.
Yeah, and how they fight, like he murders these fools, like straight up.
Evil.
Like there's a surprising amount of violence in this movie, honestly. As far as like
surprising amount of sex and violence.
Oh, it's true.
This movie is kind of horny, actually, which is kind of a through line for Tim Burton in general.
100%. He's a freak.
Yeah, like when in relation. No, this was probably like 6 years after Batman Returns. One of the most horny superhero movies I've ever seen, and is honestly my personal favorite Batman movie because it's got the strongest directorial.
Showing my flipper trick.
It's a strange movie. I love that movie. This movie has none of the charm of that movie. But it is.
I got a weird message.
It is peak like Tim Burton weirdness.
Yeah, no, definitely check out Batman Returns over the 2001 Planet of the Apes.
Oh yeah, big fan of Batman Returns.
Yeah, so we're on the road with random pack of humans, generic humans
who can talk,
but
choose not to in nature.
Paul Giamatti's like a prisoner on the road with them, and then the another gorilla character played by this actor who I didn't even.
Oh, quick question! It's a very important question. What did you think of the ape sex scene, the ape foreplay scene?
With the ape foreplay scene where she comes out and she's
got like a sheer cloth, and her husband, the old ugly orangutan. She starts going ooh ooh, and he goes ooh ooh, and then she jumps up on the bed, and starts like fucking
doing an ape like
doing an ape dance, and they're both like just kind of screaming at each other.
And then when the people run through, they hop up and they attach themselves to the fucking chandelier.
Yeah, exactly. Maybe that is what foreplay is for some people. They just get super fucking hyped before, and they start like raving and moshing.
Maybe. I thought it was funny that scene.
It caught me off guard for sure.
Yeah, me and Cora were watching this, and we were laughing most of the time. I know how crazy it is.
Yeah, there's a lot of those kind of. It's a lot of humor in this movie. It's definitely it's this movie versus the 60s movies is aiming at a much larger audience. This is trying to be like a big 4-quadrant like that's why the love interest feels forced in to make it more mass appeal. There's there's stupid fucking kid at the end that has nothing to do with the plot, but they keep talking to him and bringing him up. That feels like it's added in to like get for the kids.
100% they try to have like a little bit of like a mentor.
Yeah,
with the kid, like
it goes nowhere. Has nothing to do with anything.
Yeah. No fucking. What's it called? Sorry, brain's not working. Yeah, no, just like really after they escape Ape City. It is just like they're kind of just meandering around for a while. There's a mechanic introduced. Apes can't swim apparently.
Yeah, what? Can't they swim in real life?
I'm pretty sure they do swim in real life.
I have seen a video of a gorilla of an orangutan swimming underwater while the Super Mario 64 underwater level music plays.
Yeah, no, it's false info, but in this movie they can't swim.
They're terrified.
Yep.
Helena Bonham Carter is scared.
And she goes animalistic for a moment there. Yeah. She's like, "We drown."
She rides on his back and goes. Ooh, 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 ooh.
Yep. Oh yeah, no, she does like hop on his back later.
Yeah, all the apes are a lot more ape-like in this movie.
Oh, 100%. Like they're way more animalistic.
There's a part where Helena Bonham Carter is having a conversation, and she like kind of just like swings around on the rafters for a little while.
Yeah, that's kind of her intro actually.
Yeah.
She rolls up on Paul Giamatti's place. Mm-hmm. She also like scratches like under his chin, like she does a little like we can have some time.
The apes are very touchy, but Helena Bonham Carter is very handsy with Marky Mark, even when he's like property.
There's a part where she like smacks his ass. I remember, or it's insinuated.
They have, like I said, there's a love triangle between, like it's an implied love triangle. It feels like it's edited for that purpose, but like
it's there for sure.
Yeah, that. Oh, by the way, can I just rewind for a second and talk about a funny moment from the first movie?
Yeah.
Dr. Zira at the end when he's like, "I would like to kiss you now," like,
but you're so damn ugly.
Yeah. It's that came out of fucking nowhere. Like they're saying goodbye and he's about to leave the party and he's like, "Zira, thank you. I'd like to kiss you now." Is that something that you just did with women back then? You just be like, all right, well, we got to know each other enough. We should kiss.
Right in front of your husband, too.
Yeah. Just weird. I felt the need to share that.
Yeah, no, similar things. Like, I don't know. For me, as far as it makes sense for. That is something that I think Taylor would do.
Yeah. It does make sense.
As far as that character. Also, it's kind of played more for how to put it. She's very it's played more for laughs. I don't know. It makes more sense character wise than and it's also a thing where it's he's not attracted to her.
Yeah.
It's not a thing. It is more just kind of
a friendly kiss.
A human courtesy kind of deal. That he's doing a human I don't know, kind of thing versus it being a sexual thing versus in this movie it's no Helena Bonham Carter wants to fucking
she is giving him fuck me eyes this entire fucking movie.
The human dick. And Mark Wahlberg
he seems kind of clueless about it a little bit.
He seems kind of clueless. I think it's he doesn't know how to flirt with this woman in ape makeup. I think as it's a performance. I think it's a performance. Can't bring himself. Exactly. I don't think he can bring himself to actively flirt with her
seriously enough to do that.
Exactly. I don't think he has the.
It's also just why is this even here? Mm-hmm. Why? The power imbalance alone, but also the fact that this is an ape and a human, and they probably just straight up wouldn't be attracted to each other. I don't know. It's strange, and like I said, it's funny because they keep cutting to this human woman or girl.
According to Wikipedia here, I'm sorry to interrupt, but this is, according to Wikipedia here, Tim Burton and Helena Bonham Carter, they met while casting this movie. That's hilarious. In production of this movie, and they were in a relationship for 13 years and had 2 children. So I'm did they fall? So in my head, they fell in love while they were filming this movie or whatever. They started dating presumably. Yeah. I'm do you think they ever fucked with
the monkey mask on?
With the monkey mask on,
and the full hairy arms and legs.
Must have, right?
They did it monkey style.
They recreated the scene.
Yeah. All right, you remember that part in the movie where she jumps up on the bed and goes, "Ooh, ooh, ooh." I need you to do that.
I need you to do that for me. Yeah, no. I'm sorry. You were saying about the little girl.
Oh yeah, the girl. They keep cutting to this woman who's upset because he's clearly showing more interest in the ape woman than her.
Yeah. Yes.
And it's and that goes nowhere either. I don't know. It's such a.
She kisses him at the end, but it doesn't really. It
feels so pointless because it doesn't go anywhere on either front.
She also seems like a teen to me.
She does seem very young, and she's got a full face of MTV makeup, and she's got her hair done up, and she's got layers in her hair.
Yeah.
She does. It feels so gross and early 2000s.
Yeah, it doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
But yeah, we meander out in the desert for a while. I'd mentioned it earlier, but there's a scene where General Thade goes to visit his father, played by Charlton Heston, and he gives him the space gun. And he's it has the power of 1,000 arrows.
Yeah.
And it's funny. Immediately, he points it at his own face.
Yeah, he does, and he learns how to use it really, really fast.
He learns how to use it, from watching Mark Wahlberg.
This is after a bunch of Lord of the Rings type shit with assembling an army. Michael Clark Duncan's here. He does something, I guess. He's got kind of an arc, I guess.
He's the general of the ape army. He's loyal to General Thade. But then at the end of the movie, he turns on General Thade way too quick.
Yeah, there's another gorilla that's in their party, and he doesn't do anything. Yeah. He's really boring.
Played by that gorilla, played by Kari Haruki Tagawa, who I recently watched in this actor in Johnny Tsunami, the terrible movie. But this man is most well known for he plays Shang Tsung in the 1995 Mortal Kombat.
Cool.
He's the best part of that movie. He's great at Shang Tsung.
And then he was Forgettable Gorilla.
Yeah. Oh, and he voices Shang Tsung in Mortal Kombat 11. Wow.
That's cool.
Yeah, but he's a General Kroll.
General Kroll. That's crazy.
His character's name. Who's in their party.
Yeah, there's a bunch of Game of Thronesy ape shit that we don't really need to get into too closely. But there's some clear like Lord of the Rings influence.
They're on their way to Kali Ma from Temple of Doom. They're on their way to this place called Kali Ma.
Same joke.
Which is apparently where all apes are from, according to their ape religion.
Mm-hmm.
But it turns out it's the big ship.
This is such a stupid twist, I gotta say.
Mark Wahlberg's cruise ship. They came to find him. The ship because of time dilation. The ship has been there for thousands of years or whatever.
It says Kali Ma, and then he slightly touches the wall, and
he wubs away the dirt.
And it's like, this is a big historical, culturally significant spot for these apes, and no one ever thought to touch that wall that has the word Kali Ma on it.
And he rubs it away, and it says "Caution, live animals."
Yeah.
And it's like, Kali Ma.
This is so stupid. I hate that they're like, it's the chimp. Like, it makes sense if you think that this is an alien planet. That like, this is where the apes like originated. They were like the genetically modified whatever. Mm-hmm. But like, they have to be like these apes specifically. Like, they can't have just like developed over thousands of years into like having I don't know. It's way less interesting to me than the alternative.
Well, I mean, these apes and these humans on this planet are the descendants of the people on this ship.
Exactly. And
like, it's been thousands of years and stuff. Well, I get what you're saying, though, as far as, like, how do I put it? In the book... It's
really dumb considering how this movie ends.
Yeah. In the book and in this movie, it's not Earth. Like, they are on, like, a different
That's
planet.
True.
But, what's we look at the video for the Interstellar, looking at the video footage.
Yeah, that's in every sci-fi movie.
Looking back at the video logs, to show like the apes, like they got really there's one ape, Semos, who's
Caesar.
Caesar Semos, who's been leading the rest, and like they're turning on us, and like it was basically Semos made the apes turn bad, turn on the humans, and then. That's the start of this fucked up world. And then Mark Wahlberg is like human Jesus or whatever.
Yeah, he's like the chosen one. All the tribes. They all show up and they're like, they're here to follow you. And he's like, why? And he's like, they gave up their homes to come follow the man who would fight the apes. And it's like, how the fuck? There's a lot of like, how do you know all this? Like, where?
It's giving me iRobot vibes. That part.
It's super forced.
Yeah,
it's really lame.
Yeah,
it's a really lame movie. After they leave, it's like you said. After they leave Ape City, it's just all downhill. It's so boring. They get into the desert, and it's just like, oh my
god. But what's it called? Yeah, no, the desert really is the place where all fun goes to die for sure.
Yeah, and not just this movie, in many movies.
Yeah, but Mark Wahlberg has a plan to like maybe. Like to maybe he has a plan to deal with the army or hopefully deal with it. Basically the ship still has some space gas in it.
Yeah.
And when General Fade's army gets real close, he's going to turn on the space gas in the spaceship to like scare them off, quote unquote. But they do it, and it's a big old blast that takes out like a solid chunk of General Fade's army,
and they all just kind of get back up.
They're shocked for a second. Yeah, part of them get back up.
It's so lame.
It's real lame.
It's funny though because you get to see those monkeys go fucking flying though.
Oh yeah, no, they fucking
yeah, they fly like 20 feet in the air.
Oh, that's another thing too. Actually, all the apes in this movie can fucking jump good for Samurai Jack. Actually.
They all do have jump good power.
they can all fucking like Superman leap in the air, all of them.
Yeah.
But what's it called? Yeah. So as Mark Wahlberg is about to get killed by General Thade. Literally, we get a Semos Ex Machina, where, like, literally a spaceship pod comes out of the sky, and it's Mark Wahlberg's, like, chimp
and an ape.
that he was, that he was, is
like, of all times and places for this chimp to land.
Yeah, and I thought it was really funny when General Thade fucking grabs the chip and throws his ass against the wall. Remember that?
Yeah.
Just this monkey, this real monkey, fucking just like yeets him.
Yeah, and then the chimp, like you see the chimp, like I laughed way too hard at the chimp, kind of like crawling away, like the sad chimp, like belly crawl that he does.
I want to know how the chimp actors like the actual chimps. I want to know how the chimps reacted to the human actors in the ape makeup.
Yeah.
Like, do you think they like thought like, "What the fuck are you, brother?"
Yeah, they probably were a little confused.
Yeah. And then it turns into a Nope situation.
Yeah, no, that's all. Whenever I see a live chimp in a movie, I think about Nope, and I'm like, it's probably a good thing we don't do that anymore.
Yeah, it's probably a good. We'll
I think about Chimp Crazy and yeah.
Oh yeah, Netflix. But what's it called? But yeah, no. So we get this final fight.
It's really lame.
Well, not fight. Really, like General Thade has the gun, and Mark Wahlberg traps him. Mark Wahlberg traps him in the glass chamber.
And the bullet
and I think
ricochets off everything like 20 fucking times.
yeah, and I think he shoots himself, or like
no, he just like goes and hides under a desk.
Oh, he's just caught down there.
He gets scared because he's trapped, and then he just like the smoke clears, and he's just like in fetal position under the desk. Weird choice.
Little boy monkey mode.
It did make me laugh.
And now and that's another thing too, is that like now that they know their real origins, Michael Clark Duncan is like, and now all apes and humans shall be
yeah,
equal.
I have decided that ape racism is now over.
The ape
Everyone will go along with this, and there will be no trouble.
The ape emancipation the ape emancipation proclamation shall be go through. Yeah, so apes and humans are all good now. They're gonna live.
Yep, racism has been
together.
solved. It's not gonna ever happen again because now their religion has determined so.
And now Mark Wahlberg is gonna use the escape pod that Simos came in to return to Earth, because I guess like every escape pod is capable of interstellar travel.
Yeah, whatever. We just need to get out of the theater at this point.
He has 2 weird goodbyes.
Yeah, he doesn't he kiss Helena Bonham Carter?
He kisses both of them.
Yeah, he does kiss, but he says, "Yeah, this is how the love triangle is resolved." He just says, "Bye, bye" to both of them.
Exactly, bye kiss, and both of it is like both of them are really weird.
Really weird. They feel very obligatory. Like I said, this feels like reshoots.
And as soon as he is done kissing the human woman, you notice how like he rushes into the into
like,
the
yeah, bye.
Okay, see ya. Like he just fucking rushes and jumps in.
Yeah.
Yeah. So he goes back out into space. He flies through. He goes through the time warp again.
But he goes in the future.
But something. Leo crashes into Washington D.C. on Earth and looks up at what appears to be Lincoln Memorial, only to find out it is now memorializing General Thade. A swarm of police officers, firefighters, and news reporters sent upon him, revealed to all be apes as Leo realizes that he is on an ape-dominated Earth. Which this ending doesn't make any fucking sense.
Please explain this to me, because I feel like I'm missing something.
It doesn't make any sense.
This is the far-flung future when apes have developed into a society that is 100% exactly like human society on Earth, to the point where they have the same exact monuments and cars and clothes, and everything's exactly the same.
Well, no, his thing is, like, I think he flew into the... He's not on the same planet that he was during the whole movie. Because they were not on Earth.
And now he's on Earth, and the apes are in charge.
And it doesn't make any sense because they're memorializing General Thade. The only way you could... is that Thade, if...
He took them into space or something. He escaped.
If General Thade got out of his little room and somehow followed Mark Wahlberg into space and showed up like hundreds of years before he did and somehow started ape society, that's the only way it makes sense.
But you can't go back in time.
You don't know.
Dude.
Or, I guess we could. Maybe like they get there and they just don't develop more technology, and like they took down the Lincoln Monument and put the Thade's monument there.
No matter how you interpret this ending, it fucking sucks.
Yeah, no, it's stupid.
It's so dumb.
It really feels like they thought they were being clever.
Yeah, they were like,
and then it's still apes anyway.
It's like, oh, you think it's gonna be the same twist as before, but no, we have a different twist. Yeah. And it sucks. I was glad it was over at this point.
Yeah. But yeah, no, that's Tim Burton's Planet of the Apes, and yeah, it's not good.
No, it sucks.
It does. It's a little bit. There are some parts of it that, like, the makeup is kind of cool at points, and there are some parts of it that are funny. But I think overall, it's just kind of a boring movie.
Yeah, well, there's just nothing going for it, to be honest.
Yeah.
There's like the production design is cool, but the actual story and the characters and the questions and the sci-fi all fall really short.
Yeah. I do think that the biggest thing taking it down is the fact that, like, Mark Wahlberg is really giving a nothing performance. Yeah. I think
if you had a charming lead, then maybe, like,
or somebody that I give a shit about making. Like, I didn't really give a shit about him making it home.
He just seems like kind of vaguely a dick, and that's like the only personality he has.
Yeah. Like I had said earlier, like I think a Brendan Fraser would have been a much better choice for the tone of this movie, and for like you could give a shit about him. Like, his reactions would be appropriate, even as like far as like, whoa, you're like a monkey.
Yeah, even if you wanted to go serious, even just like a Tom Cruise or something.
Tom Cruise wouldn't have been bad. Same kind of deal. Just like, whoa, apes.
Yeah, wow, this is nuts.
Wow, I'm attracted to you, even though you have more facial hair than I do.
I'm interested. I'm wearing my lifts, so I'm taller than you.
Yeah. Well, no, she'd be hunched over the whole time.
She's got to hunch over extra short when there's scenes with Tom.
Exactly. Yeah. But yeah, no, yeah, that's the 2001. Yeah, like we said, don't see it's only available to rent, like I said, like we've been saying.
Yeah.
And sorry you had to spend your money on it.
It's okay.
I rented it too, because I don't own this one, which I'm totally fine with.
Yeah, that's fine. It's not worth it. It can be lost to time, and now neither of these movies are canon in the new ones. So.
Nope. Props. What are we feeling for props? There's a good amount of props in this movie.
I want the big pointy chimp helmet.
Oh, god damn it. the red ones? Yeah, that's what I want too. They are fun, goofy looking.
Yeah, all the armor is cool in this movie, I will say. They put a lot of thought into like what it would, like, totally alien civilization.
Yeah. Thade's armor looks pretty sick. Honestly, when Thade goes to visit his father, like, that whole set looks like something out of Predator Badlands.
Yeah, kind of.
Like,
the production design is quality in this movie. That's the only praise I'll give it.
Yeah. What's his? Part of me. One of the initial ones I had thought of was his little, like, radio communication device.
Yeah.
Guy.
That thing is so fucking Spy Kids. I don't know.
Yeah, it's mostly CG.
Yeah,
it's just like a little silver thing. With it's a little silver.
They
thing.
couldn't have just like made a thing that like opens like that.
No, had to be a little CG silver guy. Yeah. I'm trying to think. Is there anything that actually
I picked the only good one.
I'm trying to think if there's like something cool in like the lab or like any kind of tech stuff, but I didn't. Oh, I know. I like the ape helmet. Like when Mark Wahlberg puts on his spacesuit, it's like the helmet is more ape shaped.
Yeah.
I don't know if you noticed that. Like, it's kind of an ape helmet.
It's a monkey helmet.
It's like a monkey helmet. I think I want a monkey helmet.
All right, that's fair.
A monkey spacesuit helmet, or maybe like something like.
Not a lot. It's kind of slim pickings in this movie.
Or like maybe a model of the little escape.
I will say, I think that spaceship, that space station at the beginning, that seemed like a model to me. That didn't seem like it was CG.
Yeah, even the CG effects in this movie aren't bad neither.
No, but all the practical stuff. I just wasn't expecting to see a model like that, like post Star Trek.
Yeah,
it's a cool model.
Yeah, 100%. One second, I'm gonna look through images real quick. I want a better prop.
It's tough, man.
It is tough. Oh wait, no, I know what I want. I want I want like a little
Abraham Lincoln.
To put on my an Abraham Lincoln to put on my desk. That's actually exactly what I want.
Good pick.
Yep. Planet of the Apes. Don't see it.
Yeah, no, you're not missing anything.
Next time we're gonna talk about the 4 Planet of the Apes sequels, which I believe are Escape Planet of the Apes, Conquest Planet of the Apes, something else. Beneath the Planet of the Apes, Escape from the Planet of the Apes, Conquest of the Planet of the Apes, and Battle of the Planet of the Apes.
Goddamn!
Or
all right.
What? Why I got?
No, I was like, I didn't realize they were like the titles are so clunky.
They are kind of, yeah. And
That's
then, like
true
I
for
said,
the new ones though too.
The behind-the-scenes documentary disc is behind the
Behind the Apes.
Yeah. Yeah, you could do a lot of fun parody titles. It's also just fun to say, Planet of the
Planet of the
Apes.
Apes, Planet of the Apes, Planet of the Apes.
Yep. But yeah, no, yeah, we're going to talk about those 4 next. And then we'll talk about the Caesar trilogy, which I'm excited to revisit. I haven't seen War in a very long time. And just in general, like, I think, like, we really forgot, as far as, like...
We can see the exact moment when visual effects peaked in those movies, and the tide rolls back.
Exactly, just how... perfect CGI.
Yeah. Well,
like
I think it's in, like, War... I think War has the best monkey effects, and then...
I have a very distinct memory of the open, because the opening of Dawn of the Planet of the Apes opens with a super close, tight shot of Caesar's eyes, like in the rain, and it just pans out.
That's how they all open. I think after like the second and third one, they just open on Caesar's eyes, and then I think they also end on Caesar's eyes.
Yeah, I think so. But yeah, no, and it just looks incredible.
Yeah, no, they peak in one of those, and then Kingdom, it rolls back. It's not as good. It's crazy.
Yeah.
In the same in one series, you can see how effects have gotten worse.
Exactly. Yeah, we'll be talking about that when we get to it. But yeah, thanks folks again so much for listening. This has been Midnight Movie Gang. It's 4 p.m. Night Movie Gang. We've been talking for like 2.5 hours about these goddamn monkeys,
these damn dirty apes.
These damn dirty, a lot to say. But then again, we also had like a big rant about streaming services at the beginning too. So maybe I might like make that its own little like mini video or something, or I don't know, maybe like a fully edited, a Mr. Sunday Movies style.
Edit
something. I don't know. Maybe I'll play around with it. But yeah, folks, thanks so much again for listening. Check us out at www.midnightmoviegang.com. Yep, check us out. Buy some VHS tapes into the video store. Ain't got no new biters yet. Probably just gotta make a new video of it.
Yeah.
But sold a few tapes now at this point. Stay tuned to hear more about Blossom Video and like other projects we got going on. As of this record, our Blade Runner episode isn't out yet. That comes out next week. Big Two Bird, check out the Buggy Creek episode there too with Thomas Benton, local guest. And yeah, thank you so much again for listening. Bye-bye.
So, here we go. With child expectations and complexes which the police are searching for James Thomas, believed to be the lover of Dave Williams, and her partner in the horrible murder of Walter. Where's everybody that I hear them all go? Oh, please tell me where they've gone. Please tell me. Sorry, I don't know. How long is it? How long could I got in here? 3 tickets to Albany on 6 o'clock train tonight. What do you think? Special agent, special agent,